Kick back at the castle, pole on tuck, if these odds want battle. They gon' eat shells, I'ma feed them ammo. Barrel got big knife, call it big Rambo. Pour another cup, baby, go ahead, smoke some weed. Hit that telegram, yeah, you know I got what you need. I love all my hoes, I ain't never met no tease.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about duels again.
We gotta go get something to eat, man. I'm hungry in the motherfucker.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, yo, man. Damn, what's taking homie so long, son?
He's working on the lights.
Chill.
Good job, Rox. Oh, shit. No, not Trump. No. Yeah. We got Everett Lamb in the motherfucking building today.
Let's go. Everett Lamb's in the building. Welcome to the BFR Podcast. Baby. Oh, shit.
They didn't do this for him at Alonzo's, I'll tell you that much, pal.
No.
Nah, he wasn't even doing video back then.
No, he wasn't. He hated video back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we talking about that? Anyway.
I love the love-hate relationship.
Let's get straight to it. The fucking craziest fucking news of the weekend.
Oh,
that
dude.
Eminem album?
Yes, dude. But how about that guy's ear, man? I just heard about it. Fucking Evander Holyfield, they just fucking bit that shit off.
Dude, who knew he bit? Dude.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Did you hear about Mike Tyson?
No.
No?
He bit off Evander Holyfield. Can you Google that? That's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
You do you know who Evander Holyfield is?
Of course.
He's a boxer, Everett, and he got his ear bit off.
Uh-huh.
And it's made the news, I guess, as of yesterday. Like people were talking about it
blood,
again.
like on his cheek, I think. Right there.
Just go to images.
That's how I type.
We could see his.
Yeah.
That's how he talks.
Go to what?
Images.
Or that video. That
first video.
yeah. Ooh, look at Rich. Give me that vibe.
Oh, bro. It's like they just grazed him just a little bit.
There was no blood
Just
on
a
his
little
cheek.
bit.
Oh, it was just a graze.
I'm glad it was point blank and not long distance, because I bet you if it was long distance, it would have been crazier.
Mm-hmm.
And there was so many people there too.
But he did turn his head a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he didn't, imagine what would have got hit or bit.
Yeah. Brains.
His brains would have got bit.
Well, he forgave Mike Tyson. So that's nice.
Really?
Yeah. See? Evander Holyfield on Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Forgiving.
That's cool. Let's go to that first video though. I want to see the ear get bit off. Oh, bitch. Oh,
are you recording on OBS?
Oh, and some nasty stuff in there. There needs to be a bite almost.
Oh, God. Oh, it was Mills Lane?
Holyfield is very unhappy. Look at this.
And he punched him afterwards?
yeah. Did they call a fight?
It's as if Tyson bared his teeth at one stage in the exchange.
Yes,
Bit
I
his
think
ear.
he bit his ear. That's what Holyfield was in a lot of tears.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, so I've been seeing these memes like all day about this.
Really?
Yeah, like everybody's made a meme about the Everett, not Everett, Evander. Evander, sorry.
I don't bite people's ears.
You don't ever get two people's names that are EV often, and we have Everett Lamb and Evander Holyfield.
Pretty much every fucking name starts with EV, right?
Right?
Evander and Everett.
Fuck you.
Name another one.
Evangelist.
Evan.
Evan. It's short for Evander.
Evelyn.
They just don't know Evelyn. But that's a guy. That's a girl. She doesn't count. She's just here for aesthetics.
Assign gender to them? Just assign gender to...
You know what?
To Evangelina?
Yeah.
Pretty confidently.
And Evelyn.
Absolutely.
Evangeline. That's my daughter's middle name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you just assign gender to your daughter?
Pretty much.
Wow. No, God
The
did.
doctor does when they're doing the fucking, is it a boy or a girl? I'm like, oh, it's a boy.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's an it, ma'am. It hasn't chosen yet.
Dude.
Tells
Imagine.
It's not
I wonder
bad.
if people are getting offended now by the doctors being like, it's a boy. And they're like,
Do they?
Hey, that's a skit.
It's sex versus gender, right? Two different things. Like,
Really?
gender's on a spectrum. Sex is like you're born male or female.
Gender's autistic?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't have sex with a baby, I don't think.
Oh. Oh, okay. Now that you put it that way.
So, like,
clears that up.
Sorry, that because what?
Good Lord.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
That's very difficult. It was never that difficult.
No, dude.
I mean, it
Was it always on the spectrum?
always has been. So if you look at like historically, right, you look at like, and this is going to be a white people thing, but you look at like the Roman Empire, like Greek Empire, like all that stuff was like genders on a spectrum, right? Like,
I'm still confused, dude. But they were fucking everybody, right? Because like I know Achilles was out there smashing boys and dudes, but he was also a killer, bro.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I guess,
Exactly.
sex is really binary. It's guy, girl, right? Gender is not, can be not binary, right?
So you can
Because it's
decide like
how do
I'm
you feel?
somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Like
How do
I'm
you
like,
feel?
not a dude, not a chick, somewhere.
Right.
I feel good.
Yeah, you could be low on testosterone and be like,
Like Rich. That's why his beard doesn't grow
yeah,
past that size.
Rude.
beard's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely is.
But dude,
that.
I don't know the difference. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't know what non-binary means. I don't know what binary means. Like, are they fucking
Well, 'cause
robots?
you know what the word binary means? Like
No, that's-
ones and zeros, right? Like it's either a 1 or a 0. For a computer, it's like it's a 1 or a 0. What is it, right? And for humans, it's like I'm not a 1 or a 0. You can't say that. It's not that simple.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not a 1 or a 0. I'm
I
somewhere in
had
between.
no
but I don't know what.
idea, Rox. I was just thinking like they were not bi.
You know how Terrence Crawford says 1 times 1 is not
Terrence Howard.
1?
Terrence Crawford,
Terrence
Crawford is a
Crawford.
boxer.
What is his name?
And if he's Howard, Terrence
they don't
Howard.
even look the same.
No,
Not
dude.
even close.
One of them will fuck you up.
Both of them will fuck me up.
For real. You seen Hustle and Flow? I don't trust him in that.
Whoop that trick.
Nah, man. I was just kidding. Leave me alone. Yeah, Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how he says 1 times 1 is
Is-
not
Doesn't always
is
Yeah.
2? Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, so they're
Yeah.
a bunch of Terrence Howards.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for filling me in. I had no idea for real.
Did you watch that podcast?
I watched some of it and then I watched
The
The
debate?
Response.
Yeah. Oh, the response from Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson just says stuff to just ruin people's day.
I
I'm
feel like
man,
he's
he
too
just like
fucking
steals
smug.
joy. He just like
Yeah.
steals joy.
Exactly. He's just too smug.
Like
I
someone
like his
says something,
voice.
he's like, actually, and I'm like, stop, dude, just let us
Dude,
be happy.
I have a guy at work that exactly he's black, right? But he sounds and he talks exactly like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's condescending that way.
It's a
It's like, and I'll ask him a simple question. He's like, well, so, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. You're not Neil deGrasse Tyson, dude. Like,
Well, and
just
even
give
that-
it to me simple.
it's just another form of like one-upmanship, right?
Yeah, that's
why
true.
we get so freaked out by it. Is it's like, those are boundary violations that people don't realize, like messes with other people. It's like, oh yeah, that's your story. Let me tell a better story. And I'm like, dude, there's no need for that, right?
That's true.
No one asks for it. It's like people
I
giving
like
you
that.
advice without you asking for it, right? Someone walks up, what you should do is, and immediately you're just on the defense.
Well, when people do that, you know what you should do?
Close your eyes.
I was just about
Here's
to
what
give you
do.
advice.
You close your eyes, tilt your head, and open your mouth a little bit, and then move in. They'll stop immediately.
What?
Oh, dude, next time you're giving me shit,
Shut up.
They stop immediately.
Shut up. Shut up.
You look like you're gonna lean in to kiss him when you do
That's
that.
exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did I
It's
miss the
it's like
conversation?
gay chicken,
But what?
where even if you lose, you both win.
I think we double lose on that one because one, he's a dude, and two, he's my cousin. So,
The rest of us would win for sure.
Triple.
Though.
but think of the reels.
Wow. Did you ever get bullied as a kid?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
All the
Oh,
time?
Yeah. I was way bigger than the other kids in like elementary school and stuff. And
Oh, you were? Oh, you were in San Antonio?
nah, I grew up till I was 12. We lived in like Southwest Missouri and then moved to Austin. I lived in Austin forever until moved down.
So you were a big kid,
12
like
years
tall?
ago. Tall and big.
And they would pick on you?
Oh yeah, man. Like in kindergarten, the 5th graders.
Why do you act surprised that somebody would pick on a fat guy? You do it every week.
No, he didn't say he was fat.
I mean, I was
He just said, I said, that's tall.
I was
I didn't see
chunky.
that. I didn't want to assume that he was fat.
I mean,
I didn't want to
wear the
assign
Husky
weight
kids
to him.
pants. That's what we called it, Husky.
So you were
Hell yeah.
fat?
Husky kids, yeah.
Okay.
No,
Oh, okay. Get
We're
it.
still rocking those over
But
here.
still a bigger. Like, were you taller than them?
yeah, but it wasn't like
You
the
said
kids in
way
my
bigger.
class, right?
Oh.
It's like the older kids and shit,
the
right?
playgrounds were right next to each other. So like kindergarten's playground was next to the third grade playground, was next to like the big fifth grade playground. So the fifth graders would come mess with like the third graders and kindergartners. So it was like
Interesting.
me
Fucking
fighting
pussies.
3
Yeah.
fifth graders.
Now you think about your kids' playground setup
Oh yeah.
at school. It's not like that
Nah.
anymore.
Nope.
Oh, no.
They're separate.
Yeah.
Mm.
They separate, got 2
Wow.
separate playgrounds on separate sides of the building. Nobody can mess with
Fenced.
anybody. Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
With
very
just one guard walking around.
One guard with his AR-15 just up in
One
the
guy on the
tower watching the
building.
kids.
Yep.
ready to clip
All
someone
they got
in
was
the
an
ear.
ear. We'll get to it. We'll
Oh
get
no,
to it.
we'll get to it.
Dude, Everett, has anyone told you look like Tyson Fury?
No.
No? Pull up Tyson Fury.
Eh.
No, I see it.
See it on the camera. Oh shit!
Nice.
I'm just gonna start speaking with a British accent in other places now.
Dude, the other night when I saw him, bro, I thought he was the owner of the fucking place.
Oh, you
Like,
did? Yeah. He was like, yeah. Flaws didn't recognize me.
No, that was the funniest. Is I see Flaws like I'm coming in that back door at the station over by the bar to do my
you're-
set, and I'm
tell
like
me more
walking
about
through.
how
I'm
you were
like,
coming in the back door.
hey,
Shout out.
Sorry. Good.
shout out station.
Shout out 9 binaries. Go ahead.
So no, I'm walking through and he's walking through and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, man? And I go to give him a high five and he does. And he gives me a high five and gives me like that look of like, who the F is this? And then immediately.
I thought you came in with a shitload of energy, and I was like, oh, this guy must run the fucking place.
Nah, dude, I told you my size, I can't stand in a black shirt anywhere near a door or bar. Everybody's like, hey, can I get a drink?
true.
Do you work here?
That's hilarious.
That's
This
so
look.
funny.
It's the bald beard look for
Right.
real.
And then it took like a while, and he's like, you don't know who I am, do you?
He's like, nah. I'm like,
It didn't even
we-
snap.
We just been
No.
messaging back and forth for
Yeah.
months because I was supposed to be on back in April and had
Yeah.
the TV show and other stuff fall through. So yeah,
Damn.
You don't post a lot of pictures of yourself, Everett.
Man.
Maybe you should start giving your fans more content.
I should, dude. I'm terrible about it.
We need
Like,
your shirtless fucking like that. Like
just thirst traps.
yeah, like that.
I don't think. I think you're
I'm
lying.
terrible at
if
it.
you go to his profile, I think you might be lying.
Like on
Me?
his stories.
Yeah, I don't think
and
you've
stuff.
ever gone to his profile.
No.
I haven't.
I've got a bunch of flyers. And that's
You're supposed
about
to
it.
research your people, you idiot.
No,
I got a ton of flyers and that's about it, man. I'm so
but-
busy all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It's rough,
Okay.
dude. It's,
I am glad I
I'm not
booked you
good
though,
at that.
because man, dude, you killed the other night at
Oh, thanks,
on the
man.
secret show.
Yeah.
I had people tell me, man, y'all need to get him on the pod, and I was like, he's coming
Who's this?
Sunday.
Well, when I first started back, so I started back doing stand up, 8 months ago, around 8 months ago. And I'd been writing for a long time in between, writing comedy stuff and doing punch ups for people for a long time. And it's funny because Beans was like one of the first people I think who came to one of the things I did.
Oh,
And it
really?
was like, yeah.
So
and
one
he
of your
was like-
first shows?
It was one of the,
Sorry, I
the
farted.
show we did at El Luchador, and you came out. It wasn't the open mic, it was the show, and you were like, "Damn, dude, I didn't know you were funny." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man," because
Wow.
he actually enjoys like the real dark humor stuff that I do.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah, I
like-
enjoy it, dude. Like Trish Smart, when she started going in,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Dude, I love Trish.
She's the
awesome.
best.
She's an
great.
awesome person and funny as heck.
Is that her hat?
Yeah, I'm actually wearing her hat right now.
Really?
Yeah, I bought it.
That's dope. How much was it?
Does that have the clown on it? Yep,
Yeah.
that's the best.
She gave me it for $20.
She's about
That's such a badass hat.
she's about the only clown person. That
I was
I've
at the
met.
bar the other night. They were like, "Where'd you get that hat?" It's like, Trish
She's
Smart.
probably
dude.
the only clown person I've met that I don't think is weird. Like, I just think clowns in general are weird. Something about grown-ups dressed up
Or like
in
the
disguise,
juggalos.
hanging out with kids. I'm like, yeah,
the
no.
juggalos.
Like, I understand the juggalo thing because there's like a purpose behind it. But like regular ass clowns, like someone in disguise to go like play with kids is like in my head.
Creepy as fuck.
I'm also, guys, I'm autistic AF. Everybody knows this. So, like, super. Like, Asperger's scale goes up to 50. I'm like a 42 and just figured it out literally 3 years ago. One of my staff members was like, I'm pretty sure you're autistic. I was like, yeah, probably. So they made me take the exam and I was 42 out of 50. So now the rest of my life made sense. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is why. Okay.
But it would like. Have you ever taken the exam over?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you get around the same?
Right around the same.
Huh.
If I'm dead honest about everything.
Trish looks way finer as a clown, which is weird to me.
Somebody's got a fetish.
Let's talk about that.
Right? I think I got an issue here. I was like,
No, you don't, because I was.
You thought the same thing?
Dude,
Thought the
I was
same
like, dude,
thing.
she's hot as. Trish is a beautiful woman, right? Like Trish is hot, but I can't figure it out with her. We're like, is she attractive to me, or like? Is she like a sister?
Are you just
like,
fetishizing it? Is that what you're
or
saying?
is it that?
Right.
But is the clown part is like, damn, that's kind of hot, and I've never looked at a clown like that. So
Same, dude.
yeah,
Except Rox's baby daddy. Burn.
wow. He's a clown.
No, actually, he's really, really cool. Now we're cool. We're like
Yeah.
super cool.
That's
He's
good.
It's the best
chill.
way to be.
Yeah. But
I'm
back
that
in
way
the
with
day-
my baby mama's cool as heck. Like
Yeah.
we're friends now. We'll like call and check on each other and stuff. So I hear everybody's like drama stories about like their exes,
same.
and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm
Nah.
lucky as hell. So no, she's super cool. Super cool.
Is the food ready for him?
The food is ready. If you want to go now.
No,
It's here?
Let's knock
Alright.
it out now.
I can see where they injected
Let's talk about this
these.
because people don't know. So my day job, which it doesn't look like it, but it is I'm a therapist and psychologist. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons.
we booked you.
No, yeah, because you guys are like, man, I don't have to make an actual appointment and pay my copay, and I can get this dude to come hang out.
Oh, that's true too.
No,
But we were like, there's plenty of white comedians. We don't need another one. He's a psychologist. Oh, we need one of those.
It's like we got a twofer right here.
not for real. So
Yeah, so tell me about this.
So-
oh, fuck.
for one, your food
You brought
stuff
the bag
is not
too.
a real diagnosis. That's kind of a made up term. Like it's not in our what we call our DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of the American Psychological Association. Is what we use to diagnose stuff. So people throw extra stuff in there all the time. It's like narcissists, right? Every time you're on TikTok, everybody's like, my ex is a narcissist. It's a really specific diagnosis. And in reality, all these people are like, my ex is a narcissist. I'm like, no, they're just selfish. That's human beings' default setting is like selfish and self-centered.
I didn't
That's
bring
what
you
we
here
do.
for you to step all over. me.
I'm not trying to. He's like, now I'm hurt.
It's in your fucking head.
It's
Get
not
over it.
real.
I'm going to make him cry by the end of this.
But that food's gonna make him cry by the end of this.
First of all, he doesn't eat veggies.
So two things, right? First off the bat is
What is it?
it's several pieces. The first
Okay.
is like your inside, what we call self-talk, right? The things that you tell yourself about the food is what puts your mind off to the food. It's not about anything else besides like, this is weird, this is unusual, because for most people it isn't, right?
Right.
The other part of it is, and I'm guessing here, I'm going to use it, but
Go for it. I'll tell you.
in general, I know that you're fairly risk averse. And so there's an inherent risk of trying new things. I've seen the way you drive, dude. You drive that Tesla like you're 105 years old.
You see me drive the Tesla?
He stalks you.
Dude, I
What?
saw
I have a 92 score on that.
Bro,
fucking
I know, yeah, no, of course you do.
But I drive
because-
like crazy.
No, you don't.
And well, not crazy. I'm not
Well,
crazy, but
I've
Tesla
been behind
thinks
you
I'm crazy.
leaving places.
Really?
When you're like waiting 30 minutes to turn left. And I'm like, dude, just go.
What are you talking about? Where are you following me to?
I'm telling you, man, you smell different when you're awake.
Who do you think broke your lawnmower?
How can he be creepier than me? Oh my God.
Who do you think keeps taking care of the bodies in the attic?
Jesus
You think they're just
Christ.
magically disappearing on their own? No.
Risk averse. Okay. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of risk averse, but I also, yeah. Cause like the kayaking stuff, like I had to kind of push myself to do it. Yeah. And I found myself like being very anxious getting in and doing it and being in the middle of it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? You know?
Well, and
But
that's the big part of it,
forcing
right?
myself.
Is it literally is like the stories we tell ourselves in our head. That's the biggest part.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the story you're telling yourself about that stuff that lets you get stressed out and freak out. And like, it's not even about the stuff.
Yeah.
It's about what you tell yourself in your head.
So I want to see if you can make this better for me.
So a couple different things. There's a freebie for everybody out there with anxiety. So there's only a couple of countries in the world that still prescribe medication for anxiety. Of course, it's like us, Mexico, a couple other places because there's money in it. What everyone else uses is a like real specific breathing skill that basically just hacks your brain. So we're never more relaxed than when we're
now I can smell it. I was breathing and I can smell it.
It's like, I smell the food now. Oh my gosh. I know it smells good. The rest of us are like, that smells delicious.
It doesn't.
I'm a big fan of broccoli.
I have a theory,
broccoli's
Everett,
good.
and you can shoot it down whenever you're ready.
Ready.
Cigarettes. When people smoke cigarettes, is that just helping them breathe?
No,
that's
nicotine's.
Yeah, 'cause I was
nicotine's
always
a
like-
real weird drug, right?
you know?
Nicotine's a real weird drug because it's one of the only drugs that's a relaxant and a stimulant at the same time.
Damn.
It's like in the younger days when we like drink a lot and then do yayo to like sober up.
Yeah, younger days.
The San Antonio, the San Antonio,
Yeah, I was younger last week.
the San Antonio designated drivers, I like to call it, where you find the person least drunk and send them in the bathroom, like, hey, go find somebody. We got to get out of here.
We'll get a bump so we can get home.
That's right. Exactly.
He's talked to a lot of
That's it.
Mexicans in his career.
Yeah.
Wow.
I grew up in the hood.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay. So it's the stories you tell yourself about the food.
About anything.
Yeah.
I mean, with anxiety, it's about anything. Like let's talk about anxiety real quick.
Okay.
We're the only animal on the planet, human beings are, that gets anxiety about stuff we've never done.
Have you seen a deer?
Dude,
A deer gets anxiety
I
about
live between
everything.
Kerrville and Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
No, but it's about real stuff. They get anxiety about sound.
What they know. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
here's
what's
the
the threat?
reason you see so many deers sleep so close to the road, in air quotes. Like I tell my daughter, she's like, why do those animals sleep so close to the road, Daddy? I'm like, it's warm. It's warm. Let's not talk about death yet. But that's why you see that, right? Unless a deer has
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay.
unless a deer's seen another deer get hit or almost been hit itself, it doesn't understand the danger because they don't have what we have, like prefrontal cortex, like the front part of your brain, right?
Yeah.
So that prefrontal cortex, the one thing it does is allows us to put pieces together to predict experiences we haven't had, right? So I know right now, if I grab that glass, throw it up against the wall, it's going to shatter. I don't actually have to do it to know that.
Yeah.
I don't even have to have seen it happen. I'm like, glass breaks, that's a wall. 2 + 2 = 4, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're Terrence Howard. So,
Crawford.
or Terrence Crawford, apparently. I don't know what he does.
He's
with his
been
free
punched in
time.
the head so much, he probably believes it.
Probably not good at basic math. No, but for real. So what we do is a side effect of our ability to predict future events is we can actually make up things and freak ourselves out that aren't even real, right? I don't know how many times I've sat and been like, what if the world ends? What if this happens?
Yeah.
And like play that whole thing out in my head at 2 a.m. when I should be going to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shut up.
my favorite thing to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So that's the side effect, right? Is all the what ifs, right?
Yeah.
That's the part that gives you the anxiety is like, what if? What if this is horrible? What if it makes me sick? What if blah, blah, blah? And the reality is people do this all the time and it doesn't. You know, it's just like anxiety of flying, right? The rarity of having a plane go down or something go wrong on a plane, like you have a better chance of being bit by a shark while being struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Literally.
True.
Like it's so rare, but a lot of us freak out. If I'm on a plane and that sucker drops more than once, I'm like, boom, boom. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. I'm like, I'm making voice messages like, tell my daughter I love her. Like, but no, it's because of like the idea in our mind that we can play out that what if. No one else, nothing else does that. Like cats.
Yeah, rocks.
I know.
That's why cats like knock stuff off.
Right?
tables,
He's like
'cause they don't know what's
100%
gonna happen.
accurate on all this. It seems like he went to school for it.
Rocks didn't go to the
Just lots of
station.
years.
Rocks
yeah,
didn't go to
she
the
didn't go to
station
the
because of her
station.
anxiety.
Because I get nervous, I don't know where to park, and then I'm gonna get a parking ticket, and then I'm gonna see you guys, and then the
Oh,
table's
you
gonna
just
be
go pay
full,
the $10.
and then there's gonna be nowhere for me to sit, and I'm not gonna be able to sit with you guys, and then I'm gonna have to sit over there by myself, and I'm just gonna start crying in the corner, and then I'm gonna leave.
Some of those things go through my head too.
Right.
Yeah.
But the reality is someone
now
would
I
come
found a
sit with
place.
you. Nobody's going to be like, fuck her. Just leave her in
Right.
the corner.
Hey, look at Rocks fucking crying.
Right in the corner.
Exactly what I
But you're at a comedy show, so they might. Hey, is that bitch crying in the corner?
If you're in the corner, you're all right. If you're in the corner,
That's
I
true.
don't know any comedians.
At the
If you're on the
station.
front row crying, oh Lord, yes,
Yeah.
we're going to get you.
Especially at the station because you
Oh,
can't
dude,
see
yeah.
shit
Oh, no.
from that.
Yeah.
Daniel the other night had me dying, bro. Yo, shut the fuck up back there.
Daniel's such a good guy.
He's the best.
Yeah, he really is. dude.
He's the fucking best.
Daniel and Warren, like I'm not real close with pretty much any of the comedians, but they're the guys I like the best because I can literally just sit down somewhere and we just don't say anything to each other, just nod, and I'll sit quietly by ourselves. Like, I have no idea how any of these guys feel about me. I like them. I don't like and none of my business what they think about me. But
they're probably like, Everett sits at the table just fucking quiet and nodding at us, and it's fucking weird.
Yep,
dude.
probably.
It gives them anxiety.
Yeah, but he really cool.
Yeah.
Probably, but I'm like, that's mine. Is I'm like,
What, dude? Eminem made it cool to make fun of retards again.
Yeah, Daniel's one of my best jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He called me a Tesla retard.
I mean,
I know, right?
I mean, we can get into this. It's a little early, but I mean, you do drive a red Tesla.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely some attention-seeking behavior there, my dog.
I didn't pick the car. I mean, I asked
The
for a
car
Tesla.
picked him.
I asked for a Tesla, right? Because I'm a technology dude, right? And I've always wanted a Tesla, but I've always been like, that's unattainable for me, right? And then my cousin, not his brother, but he was like, dude, I got the hookup on Teslas, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, cool. So I go to the place and they pick the fucking car for you. Like, they just had that car up there. And they're like, here you go, take a test drive. And I'm like, dude, I fucking love it. Like, of course I love it. It's a fucking Tesla.
Right.
So they're like, cool, let's go do the paperwork. I'm like, let's fucking go, bro. I'm getting a Tesla.
Damn.
And so, but I looked at their website and I was like, fuck, man, there was that green one. It was like an army green. It's like, you don't see Teslas in that color. And the rims were the same color. And I was like, dude, I want that one. But I don't think like that. I'm just like, fuck. Like, I'm getting a Tesla.
I'm like, I want the
you're
least
white,
amount
bro.
of attention I can possibly get when I'm on the road. 'Cause I like to speed.
That's black.
I'm like, there's a reason I don't drive a 300 anymore.
but you
I'm
know
like,
what?
Oh, I get pulled over all the time. My
I
car
don't
got
get a lot of
searched
like,
so much.
there's been times where I've been like even speeding and there's a cop right there doing the speed check. And like, it doesn't stop me. And I've assumed that, man, if I'm going even a little bit fast in this red Tesla, I'm going to get pulled over. Right. And these drugs are going to get found. But
I mean,
it doesn't
hypothetically, theoretically.
Yeah.
allegedly.
I think we've delayed the inevitable long enough.
The food?
All right. So hold on.
No, he's supposed to make
Before
it
we do
easier
that,
for
I'm going to make
Oh,
it
yeah,
easier
yeah,
on
yeah.
you. And
Okay.
you, Roxy, you're welcome. So,
Got that.
what everybody uses for anxiety in the world
Music.
is specifically the specific breathing style. It's the way you breathe when you're in deep REM sleep, right? Which is the most relaxed our body chemistry ever gets.
That's another thing.
You don't sleep. You don't sleep.
I don't get there.
You don't get any REM.
I don't get there. I'm pretty sure I don't get there.
Then you need this more than anybody.
Awesome.
Will help your sleep stuff too. So it's literally
Every time I breathe, I smell it.
It's literally called 4-2-4 breathing. So you breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. You hold it for a count of 2. And then you breathe out slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. What it does is, so like, we look at like anxiolytics, hypnotics. That's what we call the class of drugs that's like
good.
Xanax, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
have
actually
any?
get rid of your, it doesn't get rid of your anxiety.
It suppresses it.
It doesn't cause any, it literally just kind of numbs everything out. That's why we call it like a hypnotic. Like, it stops you from being stressed out. It stops the production of the cortisol. It's the stress hormone, norepinephrine, which is like the precursor to adrenaline, right? That our brain kicks out that then makes our glands put out adrenaline. It stops that, but it doesn't actually relax you.
Oh, dude.
It
This
just
girl
numbs
told
your
me,
shit out.
she told me the other night that she's never taken it and she took it and she was like, for the first time, I was happy. She was like completely happy. You know what I mean? Like,
You're an
not
addict.
worried about
That's what
anything. Like,
You're one of us. You're an addict.
Couldn't be me.
she was like for the first, she goes like, I just didn't feel like I wasn't worried about anything.
Right.
Like, for the first time, there was no
But
fucking anxiety.
The side effect of that shit is those stores in our brain keep building up. So it like puts like a dam up, right? So the minute you stop taking it, all that anxiety floods back.
Oh.
And so then that's how people end up hooked on this stuff and go into rehab. And it's dangerous. Like alcohol and benzos, like benzodiazepines are the two that if you go to like substance abuse treatment, like you got to detox because it is health-wise risky. Like you go in for like even heroin, meth, cocaine, whatever. Like it's like, all right, you sleep, you're real freaking uncomfortable, but you're not going to die coming off of it.
Dude, if you're at a drug facility for having a cocaine addiction, like get the fuck out of here, bro.
What are you talking about?
Like you're a fucking
Why?
pussy, dude.
What?
Nah.
What are you saying?
No?
No.
We don't know some of the same people, dog.
You're crazy.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but
Heroin and meth,
dude, I've always been
definitely.
scared
almost
of Xanax.
all of us have sold drug. You don't know that dude who's like, I ain't got no money, but I'll do some hand stuff for a 20. Like that's the dude who needs to go to treatment, dog.
No, I mean, I think they're really nice.
What do you think's gonna happen, Flaws?
They're going to jack me off.
they're gonna jack me off, right? They're gonna be proud of it. They made me come. They,
Yeah,
they
good
did something
job.
good for
But
somebody.
if they're gonna kick
like,
it,
imagine if I had a flat tire and they fixed my tire for me. That's great. I also need to fucking bust a nut sometimes, right? And if they help me do that, that's great.
Or bust a
You're
lug.
just looking at it from a bad perspective.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from their perspective of like the sad no eye contact hand job. It's like high school all over again.
You're assuming that it's a sad no contact
no
hand
eye
job.
contact.
They're happy about
Or
it.
no eye contact. Yeah.
I was like a no contact hand
That's
job's even
true.
more impressive.
Yeah.
Some of them might just talk to you the whole entire time.
Aw.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Right? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He's assuming that they don't like it.
Some of the
Most of them don't, though.
yeah, definitely.
So a lot of drugs.
And they've got a problem and they need help, is what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. So those people that do need help, what would you think they do instead of going to treatment?
Right.
Flaws?
More cocaine.
Get it over with.
Yeah. Duh.
Just till your heart explodes like DMX. That's it.
Oh man, poor DMX.
that what happened?
No, dog.
He overdosed on crack cocaine though.
What's the difference?
So crack cocaine, yes, go to fucking rehab for.
Oh, so if you get to that level,
Yeah, but if it's just regular
Regular
cocaine,
cocaine,
you're
you're
kind of being a pussy going to rehab, dude.
you can stop.
What's crack cocaine?
Crack is when you cook it.
Cook it.
It's more pure. Right?
It
Is that
changes
what it
the
is?
chemistry some.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
One time I tried cooking a fucking 8-ball of cocaine and turning it into crack. So I paid this dude to teach me how to make crack, right?
Huh?
And then
Did he have G in his name?
no, he didn't. He was a black dude.
So you went to Dollar Tree, you bought a pan.
Yeah.
You bought $1 worth of cheap baking soda.
Dude. So-
Not that I know how to cook.
bro,
crack.
check it out, man.
Hypothetical.
Right?
When he made it perfectly into a round ball, dude. He fucking threw it and it bounced off the table like marble and everything. I was like, damn, what the fuck? So I took everything he taught me and I went home and I tried to make it myself, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck no,
And you just
bro.
burned a whole
Stuck like
8-ball.
spaghetti.
Bro, I turned it into butter. I don't know what the fuck happened. It just turned into just butter. It was
I just
wax.
drizzled it over some popcorn and sold
right.
crack
It was no
corn.
good.
It was no good. I couldn't do.
How much was it?
It was an 8-ball.
Wow.
So it was just there.
That's $100,
Yeah, just on a plate
allegedly.
that just looked like butter.
So
on
I've been
there.
told.
And I was like, what the fuck do I do with that?
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, it's going to be like that for a little bit. And I was like, no.
Not with you.
Yeah.
Like, you immediately bounced that shit off the table, bro.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Damn. That's interesting. That's crazy.
Freedom Boys,
Oh.
dog.
Oh, he's in prison?
No, I'm just kidding.
Interesting.
I don't know what happened to him. He probably died of crack.
Okay, so back to addiction. So hold on. No, we're not. It's not better yet. That's it. Like the breathing thing, because it was always, what I've heard is like you hold your breath twice as long as you breathe in.
No, that'll give you higher anxiety. Like you do that.
That's why it does that.
It ups the amount of carbon dioxide in your system, but over time it's just going to stress you out.
Wow.
So that breathing, if you do like 2 breaths, it actually what it does is it tricks the brain into thinking we're at our most relaxed point that we are ever at. We're in deep, deep sleep. So it stops your brain from making all the stress chemicals and flushes it with relaxation chemicals, right? Most of our brain chemistry can be on at the same time. Like I can be hungry and sleepy at the same time. I can be happy and sad at the same time, right? That's bittersweet. You cannot be stressed and relaxed at the same time. You also cannot
Try
be,
me.
here's my other favorite. You can't be angry and feel pity at the same time.
Oh shit.
I get that.
Oh,
Wait, what?
So it's
shit.
like when someone's like a dick,
on.
right? And then you find out they're like, oh, that guy's got cancer. He's dying soon. And you're like, damn it. But it's the opposite too, right? When people
about the same situation.
No, yeah, about the same person.
About the same person. Okay.
They're a
cool.
jerk, and then
Yeah.
someone's like, they're dying, and you're like, oh, now I'm not mad at him anymore.
Right.
Like
Yeah, but if somebody did something bad, you can be angry at that person and feel pity for the person that was done bad to. Like if somebody
But
got
I'm
their
saying
ear
like
shot
you
off,
can't have that chemistry on at the same time. So that's why when we pity someone, like someone tells a story like, the lady who lied about being in 9/11 and her whole family died and whatever. And you're like, oh, it's so sad. And then everyone finds out she's a liar. And you're like, fuck that bitch. Like
Yeah,
that's
you-
why.
you dismiss
Because
it.
when you go from pity and you turn that pity off, the opposing chemistry is anger.
That's crazy.
That's why we get so pissed about people like making up sad
But like,
stuff.
I get mad at Rich and I pity him at the same time for not being able to Google. Like, and I'm mad at him, but I'm also like, that's pretty pitiful. Explain that.
Man,
You're
I
just
could
like-
spend this whole couple hours just.
Where's your office located?
I know, right? I'll get you a card before I go. I would say I spent this whole 2 hours just teaching Rich how to stand up for himself. Like I've been listening to this podcast forever, and every time I'm like, Rich, get him back. Get him back.
No, intelligently.
No, but real quick, have you seen the movie Inside Out?
Of course.
Oh my God.
What did you think about it? How
Yeah.
accurate is that movie?
It's fairly, you don't have small cartoon characters.
No,
Next
Okay,
question.
the new one?
Sure, but
The
like,
new one portrayed anxiety so fucking well. I was
Yeah.
like crying.
yeah, the analogies
Saw
though.
it?
No, the analogies in there are great. Like one of my
Yeah.
favorite lines, my daughter loves that movie, so I've seen it a million times. That and Wreck-It Ralph, I've seen more than anything else.
If you ever had a girl with Wreck-It Ralph wrist
Oh.
or fist,
Or Wreck-It Ralph wrist, like his wrist is as big as your head.
sorry, that was a
Yeah.
We're back into.
what's his name's joke? Ellis's joke.
Oh yeah.
Remember he was like, I'm dating this Jamaican bitch with Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he did.
Alice killed.
And your
too.
first question was she a nurse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what I asked?
Yeah,
that was-
right off the bat, dog.
yeah, that was me.
Was last week. Somebody
See, I was
first
like,
question, is she a nurse? He's like, no, but she's a dental hygienist.
Yeah, dude, I was pretty
Oh, yeah,
fucking
you were
close.
pretty close.
I know.
Okay.
I saw part of his notes for his set on the Friday show, and he didn't tell a joke. I gotta like message him and be like, bro, send me that joke. Send me a clip of the joke. Because he
He
had
left
like,
one out.
I don't even remember, but it was 2 words that I together. I was like, bro, I don't even know what that means, but I'm excited to hear about it.
Wow.
Yeah, he killed though.
Oh no,
Damn.
he's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him before, and we got a lot of mutual friends in Austin, and I hadn't seen him before, and all my buddies are like, he's gonna be down there. You got to see him. I'm like, all right. So I actually tried to come to the 9:00 show, and I had like 3 patient emergencies, so I didn't make it until 11. So
Damn.
I walked in like 10:30, like, oh, how's everything?
So they just call you and like, I got an emergency. I got to talk.
I mean, yeah, like a lot of times it's like real emergency stuff.
Yeah, they're
like
crisis or
like
something.
actively
Oh, really?
suicidal, and I gotta
Oh,
like
fuck.
get the crisis team out to go help them or whatever. So
Dude.
they don't hurt themselves.
Oh my God.
Yeah, happens a lot, dude.
You're doing a lot for the community, dude.
I mean, it is what it is. So one of
That's
the only
what
things
that
I'm good
can
at.
do.
That's it.
Okay.
So when you look at this chow mein, what's your thinking? What do you like? What?
I don't want it.
Hold on. Besides, I don't want it. That's obvious. But what does your brain tell you about it?
The green?
About
I don't
any
like
of it?
greens. No, but that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
like
This is
greens.
what it, like the green. I like my eyes go to the green, like
Okay.
automatically, right?
All right.
And then if I'm looking more at it right now, I'm like, okay, there's beef. Like the beef's cool, right? But there's sauce on the beef.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. And the rice is all right. Like I can eat the rice because it basically tastes like nothing. But what's integrated with that rice? I don't know, right? And I don't like any of it. So like the green is gonna. I don't want it. You know, it's yeah. Why do I have to do this?
Because as an adult, we're trying to spread your wings. And
For
here's
real.
the other piece, dude. Think
And
about this.
lettuce.
If you don't eat this stuff, how are you going to get your kids to eat their vegetables and the stuff they need to?
Well, that's a bad question because I have that honestly not I was being a jerk right there, but like that was one of my big fears as I have a 22-year-old, and as a kid I was like, fuck man, like I'm worried that I'm gonna pass my shit off to him because I limit what I eat, but I purposely learned how to make like this type of food to feed him.
Right.
And so he eats everything. Like he craves salad. There was times as a kid where he's like, Dad, I'm craving a salad. And I'm like, you're fucking weird, but okay, here. Like that's so weird. So I would have the food that he liked in the house and I would feed it to him. And I'm grateful. And
So did your parents not make you eat specific
No.
foods? They just let you eat what you wanted?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one
probably part of it,
parent.
too.
Yeah, it was my mom. And my mom, a lot of times she was too occupied with whoever she was with. Right. And so we were eating just whatever there was at the house. And so there was
Spaghetti,
never
your
any.
favorite.
Yeah. Pizza,
Favorite.
fideo all the time. And I still love it. Like a lot of people who grew up eating nothing but fideo, they're like, I can't fucking stand it. I love it. I still, yeah, there was
all the
never
people, for all the white people,
There was-
fideo is the equivalent of ramen in the Hispanic community.
Mexican ramen.
The fuck
It's
are
like
you talking
white
about?
people eat ramen.
No way.
Yeah, white people do ramen.
Yeah, but that's
It's the cheap.
not equivalent.
I
No, I'm
understand.
kidding.
I understand. But
Noodles.
No, I'm joking.
I'm trying to expand your audience past like our people on the West Side.
We don't have white people that watch.
Nice watches.
I'm joking. Yeah, but no, nobody ever was like, hey man, like
Try this.
it.
Right.
Like if they were like, you're gonna eat this. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat that.
So
and then even more so, like my stepfather would be like, you're not getting enough from that fucking table until you eat it.
right.
And then I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna eat it. And I'd put it in my mouth. And there are things that where I would have in my mouth and my cheeks.
Mhm.
And like I'm like, I can't swallow it. And then like he'd make me kneel down on the ground until I fell asleep. And that's what he would do for punishment. Any general punishment, we would kneel on the ground until we fell asleep. But the catch
Which
was
is why
you
you
weren't
still
able
make
to
us do that
fucking
to you
rest.
after the podcast. Right?
No, that's not why.
That's why afterwards
That's for
we
my
make you kneel in
pleasure.
the corner. I know, but I'm saying that's where that came
You
from.
don't have to fall asleep though. It's either I come or you fall asleep. It's not my fault I don't come. Yeah,
It's antidepressants.
so it was that. And then I like kind of remember like elementary, they were trying to make me eat the peas. And I was like, I'm not going to eat the peas. And they were like, you can't leave the lunchroom until you eat the peas. And I don't know if I'm making this up, but this is what I remember. And then I'm like, fuck. And I try to eat the peas and I can't. And they call my mom and they're like, he's not eating his peas. She's like, he doesn't like he's picky. They're like, yeah, but he has to eat his food.
Are there any green foods you do like?
No.
Pickles.
Pickles. Oh yeah. 100%.
Pickles are just cucumbers
But
with
not
lots
kosher.
of vinegar.
Not kosher pickles. They're too cucumbery. Yeah.
Oh, you like the rubbery.
Unless they're fried. Kosher, I wouldn't like, I don't discriminate.
See, I'm anti-fried. I like fried pickle spears. I do not like fried pickle slices. There's too much.
Same.
Yeah.
There's too much breading on the fried pickle slices. Stop doing it, guys.
That's too picky
Yeah.
for me.
It is not.
That's
no.
a very valid point.
If you go to Alamo
totally
Draft House, you go to
different.
Alamo
Okay, then
Draft
you're right.
House and they got like the spears with the ranch and it's like the perfect quantity of breading to pickle. It's like, yeah, it's like fried mushrooms I'm okay with because there's like more mushroom, not like, but yeah, it's like way too much breading on a little.
So you
it's
like length
it's like fried
versus
corn,
girth.
same thing. Like fried corn, same thing when they do like that fried corn on the
I've
outside.
never had fried
Corn. I love the way corn smells. I don't eat corn. I love the way it
Popcorn?
smells. Love popcorn. Fuck yeah, that's not corn.
Yes, it is. It's the exact same thing. Just made a different way, my dude.
Yeah, maybe you need to think about food like that. Like it's
What?
the same thing. It's
Yeah, no.
Made a different way.
Right. Can you make it that way?
Yeah, just corn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, cool. Can you pop it?
I'll eat it. That way, nope. Yeah. I hate it. And like for real, I say,
What about
why am I?
smoothies? Like, I know you like bananas. I know you like strawberries.
Yeah,
do you do
no.
strawberries?
Nah, smoothies, no.
No strawberries?
No. Strawberry flavor.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
the
like
artificial
bananas.
flavor.
What's the other fruit you like?
Bananas,
Oranges.
Oranges.
So if
Those
you
are only
put
real fruits,
bananas
I would-
and oranges in a blender and started with that, that's a smoothie.
Bleh.
Why?
The texture.
But it's like a milkshake. Do you not drink milkshakes?
It's not, nope. I'll eat ice cream, but milkshake is too.
What happens if your ice cream gets melty?
I won't eat it. I'll freeze it.
Oh my god.
You don't like that ice cream soup?
No, it's done. Ugh. No.
All right. So
Yeah.
it's not just the flavors, it's also
No.
textures.
Yeah, it's
All right.
textures too.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're cutting the
We're just like
Yeah, like
They're like, we're
layers.
gonna go take a break. We'll be back.
Like that broccoli.
We'll
is
be
gonna
right
fuck
back.
his world up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, why am I doing this? It's not like that. In my head, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the reason why we do this is to try to break it because I hate it. I actually fucking hate it. Like I want to be able to go to a restaurant and just be like, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to get, but let me check it out. You know, I'm going to try
And
that
see
shit.
something that sounds good.
I never in my life see myself doing that. Like, you know what? Let me try that. I always think in my head when I'm looking at a menu, I'm going to get something I like because I ain't going to pay for something that I don't know that I'm going to fucking like.
Right.
Like, fuck that.
No, and some of that's valid, but I mean, it's also figuring out stuff that's similar to stuff you like too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And maybe that's the expansion is like you start by like adding a little bit of spinach into your spaghetti sauce where you can't really see it or taste it. And it's just barely there. And it doesn't change the texture of the flavor.
Dude, I hate that the most.
Why?
People, dude, there's girls that I've been in relationships with that try to trick me
Right.
and they don't tell me and they like make food that I like
Uh-huh.
and they try to slip in something like a mushroom
Or period blood.
period blood.
Yeah. No,
right?
Yeah, stay away from them.
I don't mind that so much though, right? Like, cause that's okay. But and it pisses me off. Like it has pissed me off in the past where I'm
After
like,
the fact?
why did you
Like
do
they
that?
tell you after the
No,
fact?
like I'll taste it. I'll know it. I'm like, is there mushrooms in here? And she'll be like, yeah. Like,
What if someone makes like spaghetti sauce with like
but even if they tell me after
ground
the fact,
turkey
yeah.
instead of like ground beef?
That happened one time.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I don't know. And I like turkey, but I don't want turkey spaghetti.
You taste the difference?
Yeah.
You can taste the difference.
Hell yeah.
I can't taste it in
Yeah,
spaghetti
it's
as
not
much.
spag-
Like
it's
I can
not the
taste it in
spaghetti-
burgers and
spaghetti
stuff.
I
But
like.
like
If it's a horse, I can taste it. But it's like, yeah. And then there's times where they've told me where they're like, yeah, you didn't even notice. And I'm like, I don't do that. Like, don't do that. That's fucked up. Like, you know, I don't like the food. No, why are you trying to trick me? And they're trying to help me.
I know.
But it's fuck that. Fuck that.
Oh my God.
Let me do it when I want to do it.
But you don't want to do it.
I do.
No, let us help
I
you.
don't.
So
Yeah. So I got to breathe, right?
yeah.
Is that basically what it is?
As soon as your brain starts stressing out and saying "I quit," is when you do the breath.
It's been.
And in the meantime, no. I'm saying
I've been
when it
there.
actually is like,
Right,
I
when
quit.
it's
I'm not
at-
doing this. Yeah, because that's
so
the
4
overwhelm
in,
point.
2 out, 4
4,
in, hold
2,
2.
4. And when you breathe out, don't do it like you're blowing out birthday candles. Like let it naturally kind of fall. Right, you're not breathing like you're trying to blow something out. You're just letting the air go
That
out.
feels restrictive. That feels restrictive. It's not enough. Wait, hold on.
Because maybe you need to count a little slower.
That's true.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's part of it
1, 2, 3,
too.
4. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
part of it too.
maybe
That
slow
in
down
my
a little.
head, when I'm trying to meditate, I'm like, what the fuck is 1 second? Like, that's my subjective 1 second.
No, and you're not counting seconds. That's the trick too. You're not counting seconds. You're counting slow based on your natural rhythm of how you'd count.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot to remember.
All right. So we put on music. What do
Right.
you think about that? Like, is that okay? Is that a hindrance?
Is it relaxing for you?
It worked a lot better.
Okay.
And it's not relaxing music. It's like fucking, it's Lord of the Rings. Put it on.
Oh, it's like
It's
action, like
suspense,
fighting music. No, it's good.
And that got me into like, when we first did it, I was like, holy shit, that made it almost easier. Now
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, this is what we do. Like, this is pattern now. You know, I need that pattern.
It would be like your gym fighting music that you put on where you're like, I'm gonna beat this. Like,
That's
that would
true.
Be it. Yeah. That's
But then,
probably why it worked.
does that mean that I have to put in earbuds every time I'm at a restaurant?
I mean, you can. I mean, if it works.
Oh,
if
that's
it works.
true.
Or start humming to yourself.
No one, man, if people get so nervous about what other people think about them, and ain't nobody paying attention 90% of the time. Like everybody's caught up in their own stuff.
That's what I
Nobody's
always
paying
hear.
attention to you.
It's like everybody thinks we always think that everybody is worrying about what we're doing and nobody really fucking notices.
Nope.
But people always seem to notice what I'm doing. It's weird.
Maybe
People
you're
seem
just
to
a
know-
It's
narcissist.
because it's on film here on a podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Oh, yeah.
And you're calling fucking attention to you having an
If
Who's
we just
sharing?
if we just sat here, you put a fork in that and started like just kind of snacking, like no one would
and
have thought
gagging
anything.
in the middle of it.
I mean, the gagging probably would have.
Yeah,
That would've
that's
got our
what's gonna
attention.
happen.
It just gets flawed.
I've never had broccoli. I've never had broccoli, right? On here?
No.
No.
I've never had broccoli, period. So there's something about the green part and the stem. Is there not?
The stalk? No.
Like, you're not supposed to eat one of
No,
the
you
sides?
eat all of it. That's called a floret. Floret. That's what they call it.
Oh, that's when like.
And
the
if you
girl
look at like an actual
loses her
broccoli,
virginity.
if you look at broccoli in like HEB, it looks like a giant one of those. It's just way bigger, and then you break off the little pieces and eat those. So you can break it off into like a little bit smaller pieces and
Look,
try it.
this is you. Look, the green one. Disgust.
Disgust and fear and anxiety.
Oh.
No joy.
I'm joy right now because I love this.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you for that.
Rich's not so fun
You're
fact
welcome.
of the day. Dude.
I feel like this is the same music.
Turn it up.
Okay.
It's like crank it up. You got your Coca-Cola.
Chaser.
HEB. Make sure you use promo code BFR when you're gonna go to HEB to make your order for an original Coca-Cola, baby.
Is that onion or cabbage?
What? Oh, that's cabbage.
You're asking all the
Yeah,
right
and cabbage
questions.
doesn't have hardly any flavor, dude. You'd rather have it be cabbage than onion.
Yeah, but I have to bite through it.
Oh, it's a texture, right?
You got this.
Just think of your favorite food.
I wish I had some pizza today.
Yeah, I just got. I love pizza.
Where are the chopsticks?
You're stalling by asking for chopsticks.
I mean, hold on. So part of it's also you're mixing a bunch of textures together. Like pick one at a time. Like eat a piece of, you like beef. Eat a piece of beef first.
The challenge is one bite. That means I have to have more than one.
But 3 tiny bites of different stuff will probably be easier. Then you'll have the flavor of beef in there, right?
like
That
this
flavor
guy.
of beef will be in your mouth.
Oh,
and then
that's
you're happy
true.
with it. Then you're not going to be as weirded out by the other stuff. Instead of doing 3 textures at once, I don't even like that, man. I won't put like mashed potatoes on my steak.
That's how I
and
eat. Like yesterday, I ordered 3 tacos, right? And I don't ever eat 3 tacos. I eat 2. But when I eat tacos more than one, I eat a bite of fucking one taco and then I get a bite of the other. And like mixing the two to me is like makes it better. It makes it a better breakfast. Okay. And if like I'm like, fuck, dude, I had that carne asada, man. Now I have this fucking bacon and egg. Like I wish I would have ate that together. Like that'd have been cool.
Stalling.
So,
bro.
And so I ate half of all 3 tacos.
This is what you got to remember. This teriyaki beef thing is basically just Asian carne asada, man. With less sauce. With less sauce on it.
I wish I had Mexican carne asada. Okay, what do I get first? What do you want me to do first?
I say you should do a beef.
I think you should do a little piece of because you like beef and you know that.
Yeah. Is that even beef?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
You're eating beef and broccoli.
It's the Milanese cut of the beef.
Have you been to Chamagacha?
Yeah.
I went with Rich the other day. Mid. Go on.
Really?
Oh, for the price, it's wild.
Yeah.
The salad bar is bomb, but everything else is like, The steak and meat is just, but the salad bar is bomb. Because they want to fill you up on salad before you eat all the meat.
That's why we said fuck no to the salad bar.
If I ain't leaving with the meat sweats or somebody telling me, sir, you've been here too long, it's not worth the money. Sir, we got other people waiting for this table. I'm like,
sorry, I'm trying, bro.
I'm getting my 50. No, I'm saying it.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were rushing me.
The chicken, but the chicken wrapped in bacon was fucking fire.
No, it is. Anything wrapped in bacon is fire.
Do you eat bacon beans?
Yeah, I love bacon beans. I love bacon.
Bacon beans. You eat bacon beans, bitch?
Oh, that's how like barbecue bean when they put like the brown sugar in it and some chopped up bacon in the beans. Oh, that stuff's good.
It's easy.
I love how the music went up at the exact time he took it. He's like, it's easy. And then like the champion music just kicked up. Great job, dude. Great job.
But I did the breathing thing.
No,
Right,
but
so that
I mean,
was-
too, the flavor wasn't weird. I know you were worried about the sauce. The flavor's not weird,
Yeah.
right?
You saw me wiping and shit? Like,
No, you weren't.
I don't know if you saw me. I was
Dude,
wiping
you weren't able to.
right?
You weren't able to wipe it. It's like actually like.
Yeah. You gotta get the sauce off, but I got everything that was attached
and
to
you
rice.
didn't get the sauce off. Like it's like marinated in that stuff.
Yeah.
Dog. It's not like they're like, oh, let me sprinkle a little bit of soy on the top of it. Like, no, it's in there.
I'm not a beef and broccoli fan, but that was pretty good.
Remember
Oh,
when you
no.
did the China Rose? I thought you were so cool.
Thanks.
I
Oh,
love China Rose.
I like cashew chicken,
Like
and I like the sweet and sour chicken.
teriyaki chicken.
I like fucking bitches from the back, boy.
I can't wait to give you your presents. God dang.
That's solid, but if they smell, bro.
Oh, dude.
You get a whiff of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a whiff
I'm
of the booty.
I'm not gonna eat
you
that.
get the booty whiff.
It smells like the fucking calamari.
It just turns it off. All right. Okay. All right. This is a big one. So let me like try the fucking breathing. 4 in, 2, hold 2, 4 out.
Also helps you get out of your head about it because then you're focused on the counting instead of like the BS that your brain's telling you. Because you got this. This isn't a big deal. People do this every day.
Ain't nobody not died once.
I just made broccoli for Flaw's son the other day.
Doesn't help me get out of my head when you keep
Stop
fucking
saying broccoli.
Yeah,
Stop
what
saying
the
the word.
fuck,
Stop
Rick?
saying the word.
Rich, why the fuck would you just bring up the food that he didn't want to eat while he was meditating?
Hey, I know you're thinking about eating good stuff, but you know how your diarrhea looks in the toilet? Like, no, man, don't do it, Rich.
All right.
It's like going to a funeral.
No. So literally, it's like a little tree. It's like a little tree. You just imagine that you're a dinosaur. You're a brontosaurus. You got to go get some grub in you.
Oh,
You're a badass brontosaurus.
I'm a dinosaur now.
I'm a brontosaurus.
I eat greens.
I'm going to destroy this tree.
You have this Jolly Rancher afterwards.
Oh, you get a Jolly Rancher afterwards.
You get a
too.
Jolly Rancher.
Is that pink lemonade? I hate pink lemonade, bro.
That's why it's been in that drawer, Rocks.
Bro.
When you get done, you can
That's
have
Blue
some
Chew.
cherry bombs.
Is that a Blue Chew?
Yeah, man. The breathing ain't working right now.
Oh. Go.
I'll buy you more.
Damn, I almost had him.
I'll buy you more moco de gorilla for your hair.
That's not mine. That's my kid's. That's gross.
Look
I
at
would
how he
never use
lies.
that. Mocha de Garolilla doesn't make my fucking hair look this majestic.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I used you as an example the other night, though, because this girl saw my hair and was like, I've never seen your hair, like you without a hat.
Yeah.
She's like, why do you wear a hat? Don't you know how many guys are balding? And I was like him?
I'm not even balding, dude. I'm just bald. It's all right.
Yeah, you are.
I own up to it. I'm good with it.
And just like
Saurus.
the little engine that could.
Shut the fuck up!
Could.
I can't. Dude, this is a lot, bro. Like,
Deep breath.
this is a big
Deep.
fucking
Hold on.
stock.
Get out of your head.
It's a big stock, bro.
Get out of your head.
It's like green and
Or
fishy.
you're a brontosaurus and it's a tiny, tiny tree dog.
Dude, that's why they're dead, dude. They were just eating trees and shit, bro.
Man, you know how many animals just eat trees and shit?
Yeah.
Lots.
They should die then.
All right. Deep breath. You can do this. You're gonna champion this. We will.
What?
That's going into labor breathing.
Oh. There you go, handsome.
Yeah.
I feel like Ryan Garcia now. I can do anything crazy.
There you go.
I can take PEDs, knock somebody out.
Go ahead.
This is fucking stupid.
Talk about the Illuminati and see if they
Bro,
get banned from sports.
did they try to kill Trump or not?
Oh, we're gonna go there. Hey, stop trying to distract. Dude, you got this. Out of your head, all positive. It's just a thing. You've done tons of things in your life. Nah, dude, it's just a thing.
Dude, that went right by my fucking ear.
Nope. All right.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
guys, to be honest with you, broccoli's
That
a
was
specific flavor. Like, you got to start with stuff that doesn't have a bunch, like a specific flavor.
Oh, we
that.
started at something lighter. Chicken.
Bro, we started with what did we start with?
What was her first?
Oh, was it the
it was fucking
wraps?
terrible. I never
No, it was
No.
the wraps.
It was bad.
It
You
was
guys thought it
chicken.
like
No, it
iceberg
wasn't the
lettuce
sushi.
that just
Sushi
tastes
wasn't the
like
first
water.
It was chicken, bro.
The first one we did was chicken.
Was
We
it a
made
chicken
him
wrap?
a chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's right. It was a chicken sandwich.
That wasn't the first one. The second one was spoiled sushi.
Oh, remember the
wasn't
mushroom
spoiled.
burger?
It was spoiled.
It was.
He got
fucking
sick.
Spoiled, bro.
Y'all are the only two that got sick. I was fine.
But yeah,
But your body
You're
can
adjusted.
decompose it a little bit better.
you're adjusted.
Yeah.
Because there's no muscle in your body.
Yeah.
Probably eat that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Your body's like, oh shit, okay, got this.
Right.
I had a sweet comeback with your wife's here.
All right, cool.
Just kidding, Miriam.
Miriam, is it crazy?
Rich just hasn't not had diarrhea in 3 years, so he didn't know he was.
When's the last time you had diarrhea, Rich?
Like legit diarrhea?
yeah.
It's been a while.
Like
I have occasional
Okay,
stool,
well,
but not like
that's gross.
about diarrhea.
He has to remember last time he gave us an excuse he couldn't go somewhere.
So do you still think my fucking diagnosis is fake?
It's not fake diagnosis. It's just not a diagnosis,
Fuck are you
right? It's
talking
not something that
What's is it just general anxiety?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Actually, it would be specific phobic anxiety
It's a little
because it's
dismissive.
phobic to food. So it's around a specific thing.
But is there a food phobia?
It's just
Depends
called
on the food.
phobic.
It's just
It's called
phobic.
phobic anxiety.
Oh, is that what it is?
I
That's
mean,
what it's
there's
called.
some specifics that like generally everybody has. Like you look at like some people are like spiders, snakes, whatever, but we still just call it phobic.
Do you think it's
anxiety.
fixable?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I think professionally,
Yeah.
I
That's
think
true.
that you'd have to do like regular counseling for a little while, like weekly for a couple of months or something to like literally spend an hour a week just processing through like these things.
8
yeah.
to 12 weeks can take care of this?
Yeah. A lot of cases.
And you have health insurance, by the way, that you
Yeah.
don't use.
Really good health insurance.
At all.
That you never use.
Yeah.
When's the last time you went to the doctor? Seriously.
When I went to the doctor?
Yeah.
Or when I had COVID or the flu?
In 2020?
Or when I had strep? Mm-hmm. It was like, you have strep. It's bad. I'm like, okay, cool.
But was that like your PCP or you just went to like a
No.
Texas Med Clinic or something?
Yeah.
Urgent care.
What's a PCP? Is that drug?
Primary
And it's funny
care
because the guy goes
physician.
out.
Oh.
The guy goes out and he tells everybody in the fucking front office, yeah, this guy has fucking strep.
It's the worst case of strep I've ever seen.
It was almost that.
Be glad it wasn't like gonorrhea or something. Like
I
this
know.
guy.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I heard that.
That's a HIPAA violation. You can't do that.
Right? That's what I thought. I was
It's like me walking out my office. This dude has so much PTSD, you wouldn't believe it. Like, yeah, no, it's not.
Watch this, I'm gonna pop a balloon.
You're not supposed to do that.
I had went to another urgent care. I had the time before that, a few months before, I had COVID, and I went to another urgent care in Alamo Ranch, and it was that same dude, right? And he was like, "Yeah, you got COVID," but when he was about to come in my room, he was talking to the nurse that checked me in, and she was pregnant, and he was like, "How many times are you gonna be pregnant?" He's like, "You're like a dog."
Damn.
Yeah, he was. I was telling his nurse that, and then he comes in and he's like, "Yeah, you got COVID. Hey, you ever been rock climbing, bro?" What? And he was like, "Dude, you got the body of a fucking somebody who could rock climb. You ever done rock climbing?" I'm like, "Never." He's like,
That
"You should
dude's
try it."
sampling the Adderall. Yeah, in the back. That's what
Yeah,
that
he was like,
sounds
"You should try it. We're going to Romania this next week. Me and my wife, like, dude, we rock climb like crazy." He's like, "Medical center, dude, go there. They have fucking some." I was like,
my last job was at Dick's Last Resort. My bad.
Sorry, I worked at Dick's Last Resort to put myself through med school.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then I go to this one right here. They opened it up and he walks in and I'm like,
Son of a. Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm like, dude, weren't you at Alamo Ranch? He's like, yeah, they needed a fucking doctor here. So
That's crazy.
These days, it's so much easier to get into urgent care for stuff than try
it's
to get
amazing.
a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
it's great. It's awesome because they don't ask you questions. Just like, here you go.
They just tell you everybody your shit.
Yeah, this one was crazy. This one was, I was like, that does not seem legal for him to be doing that.
That dude's got crippling anxiety.
That guy in there, crippling anxiety.
Crippling
he hates when
anxiety.
people talk behind his back.
For real, though. For real.
Yeah, people should go to him and just record their interaction with him. 'Cause that dude is different. Like, I don't think he's a
That's
real
probably
doctor.
why he's working in an urgent
he's
care,
the
not
best.
like at the hospital.
I'm like, you're the kind of doctor that I want. Not the type that goes and tells everybody, but he was just like, yeah,
Whatever.
you got COVID. So, dude, you ever done rock climbing? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not even worried about COVID anymore. I'm like, I want to go rock climbing.
You got terminal cancer. Do you, you ever go kayaking?
Yeah. So,
Hey, it's AIDS. Hey, did you see that Civil War movie? What's going on, man?
yeah, they not like us. Fuck. Well, don't ever bring
All right.
me broccoli again.
Yeah. So
How did
I've
that
never
go?
had-
broccoli's
I will
not
never
a
have
good
it.
kick. Yeah.
I won't have it. It's like eating lettuce.
Have you ever had, I'm trying to think of stuff that like doesn't have a lot of flavor that's green and has like texture like stuff that you've done. You ever
Lettuce.
had edamame?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh,
Sounds
I wonder if
African.
It's kind of
like
like,
that.
it's like the inside of green beans. It's kind of that
You know how to
texture.
spell it?
It's just soy. It's like soybeans, but it's got like salt on the outside. It's kind of popcorny, but Asian. You'd probably like edamame. That's not what. No.
You don't eat,
You don't eat any of that. You pop out the little things inside like popcorn and eat those.
like, they
But it's got like salt all over it.
like something you like. Yeah, it's green inside.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't really see it because you're just like boop,
little
popping
beans?
little tiny, those
little beans.
little tiny things inside. You like pop them into your mouth,
beans.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what it looks like. You don't eat that outside. It's like
They're
rough.
healthy for you?
It's rough. Heck yeah, they're great for you
For what?
and cute.
and cute. Apparently, why is like the fourth thing? Like Google edamame.
Cute edamame.
Edamame clipper. Oh, edamama.
Edamama.
Oh. See, that's what it is. Like those little beans inside that you eat.
Yeah.
Although now that you saw these, it might make you sad.
I'm not gonna eat those. They're so
They
cute.
have like a little crunch though, like a
They're
little,
not like-
they're kind of hard. Like
They're not really crunchy though. Crunch
I like
is not
the
what
texture.
I'd say. Yeah, it's got a good texture. It's got like a firm texture.
yeah. firm.
We should do all of that again, but with the teriyaki sauce.
Oh no.
No edamames. Oh, no. I know. I saw it and I was like, oh, I didn't use that.
How do you feel though? Do you feel relieved that you already got it over with?
You feel proud of yourself?
Nope.
What?
No, because
not?
like, if I would have taken the broccoli the way I took the beef, like, that's good.
What? But
And a lot of people might think like he's doing it for the camera. He's just acting extra for the camera.
Your eyes
It's
were
not at
red as
all.
fuck.
Like it's fucking like I want to spit it out. Like the whole time I'm chewing it, I want to spit it out. But the challenge is like, I got to get it down. So I do, but like, I would be proud if I would like the one time that what did I eat that I was like fucking ate it like it was chicken, wasn't it? Fuck. That's not even hard. But I ate a chicken sandwich or a chicken leg. Oh no, it was a chicken leg. And that's kind of what started it for me. That's what I attribute it to is like, I used to eat chicken as a kid and they would always buy Church's chicken. Like my family always was having that. But it was always the little fucking cartilage on the bottom of the Church's chicken that grossed me out. And at some point I was like, I don't even want chicken anymore. And so at the last Beans Eats thing, they brought chicken leg and they're like, you got to finish it. And I finished. I killed that fucking, and I was proud of that. I was like, dude, I killed that shit like nothing. But other than that, if I'm gagging, I'm like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. You still got it. So this ain't working. I need to get 12 weeks of actual therapy.
Yeah, dude, you do.
I think you need more than that.
I mean,
Fuck
who
you,
knows?
dude. I think you need.
I think
more
everybody needs therapy. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that's my first question when people are like, I'm gonna go get a therapist. I'm like, first question to ask them is if they have a therapist. That's the first question. Because if they don't, they're probably taking all that stuff with them, or they're like, there's so much stuff that goes with that. With like, you know, my specialization for years has been like complex diagnoses where people have like 2 or 3 different things like anxiety, PTSD, and depression, or trauma and whatever, right? Eating disorder, substance abuse with stuff or whatever. And so I hear like the worst stuff that people are going through in their life for literally 10 hours a day. And I've gotten good at compartmentalizing where like, until I get to work, I don't think about it. After I leave work, like literally the minute I like turn the lights off in my office and walk out the door, I'm like, nope, it's like none of that existed. But I still have stuff that like seeps.
Do you
through.
think that affects like your capacity for empathy?
No, I don't think as bad as like people who are in nursing or things like that, just because I know a lot of those people and like they have a lot of issues. Like, no, I just got to see this as like a problem that I got to fix and I can't deal with empathy and all that other stuff. Because a lot of that stuff, especially in like, you know, triage care, like emergency room or palliative care, where you're looking at people who are like dying of cancer and end of life stuff. Like, I think that a lot of those, like that for sure depletes your empathy. But no, for me, no. Like,
What about when you're like in a relationship? Do you just start like,
what's that?
like,
A relationship?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
like,
But you know what? I think you're right because like, dude, like fucking, I told him about my car when I was having the worst fucking problems with my Jeep. Remember?
yeah.
And like he stuck with it. Like he kept fucking reaching out. Like, dude, like here, try this, try that, bro. Like I've been through that shit. Like he owned the Jeep. Like that's empathy, right? That's obviously like I put myself in his shoes and I knew what the fuck he was going through and I wanted to help him Like, and there was a few things that I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that
Also,
fucking worked.
I like put myself through undergrad working on cars and
Yeah.
Corpus and
Oh, yeah, you
Kinsale.
told me
So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, let me save you a few $100 from somebody trying to fix your stuff.
That's true. So I just went and bought a Tesla. Fix my problems. You know, he stopped messaging me.
I was like, the first problem is you're driving a Jeep. That's problem number one.
No, I love Jeeps, man. And then, like, they've been reliable for me until they're not.
I mean, it's part of your culture. You guys love like Melissa Etheridge and Jeeps and
You're a
Subarus.
lesbian?
Are you assigning gender to me?
No. Lesbians drive Jeeps, dude.
And like,
Is it the haircut?
I've been saying it since I was a
And
kid.
You've been calling me a lesbian since you were
Know
a
that.
kid?
Okay, so this is where my theory started. Is we
That
used
I'm a
to
lesbian?
we used to live at a trailer park, remember? And the people that were diagonal to us had a fucking Jeep, and she was like the first ever stud lesbian I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
And that's what I was like, And then the next time I saw a Jeep, same thing. It was a fucking stud lesbian. So I was like,
A Wrangler, though.
yeah, not like yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those
What do you have, a Patriot?
No, a Latitude, a Cherokee Latitude, the rounder
Jeep Cherokee.
Cherokee. No? Okay.
How was that not been canceled, right?
What, Jeeps?
Jeep
the
Cherokee?
Oh.
But we can't call them the
No.
fucking Washington Redskins?
Because there was never a tribe called the Redskins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was never
that's
a
a
team
slur.
called the
It's a
Redskins either.
slur.
What's the slur? Cherokee?
I don't think they have
Redskin.
Cherokees.
Redskin.
Anymore, do they?
How so?
It's a slur.
Yeah. Because
It's
you
like-
can't call a black guy black skin.
Touche.
Hey, what's up, black skin?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What the fuck, bro? It's almost more offensive than you saying the N-word to me.
Right? Hey, that's crazy, dude. I'm not even going to touch that
Are
one.
this ugly?
Oh, wow.
I love that. That's like the thing.
There
Like
you go.
ugly,
But fun.
Look,
Ugly, but fun.
can you type
ugly
in,
but fun.
Can you type in lesbians and Jeeps?
I love that Jeep, man. It fucking got me and my kayak everywhere.
Dude, I'm telling you, like you're on so many watch lists from that laptop.
See?
Look, hundreds. Hold on. Go back to the top. How many? No, all the way to the top. Oh, it doesn't tell you how many they find anymore, huh?
What?
Oh,
Oh, really?
Of 4
Images?
4 billion.
results? Maybe at the bottom.
Lesbian stereotype,
hilarious,
yeah.
bro.
It's a stereotype.
Dude, that's crazy. I discovered that as a child, bro.
Mm-hmm.
As a fucking child. Not with no internet.
How did you know she was a lesbian?
Because he met her girlfriend?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
dead giveaway.
Because he used to peek through the windows and watch.
Yeah, because they went scissor.
Queer mobile, the Jeep Wrangler.
And that's not even here. That's in Perth. That's in Australia.
Oh,
dude.
out in Perth.
This is, it's not.
That just means happy over
10
there.
years ago.
That is so funny.
There's a whole Reddit, 130 plus comments.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Jeeps and
See, this is why
lesbians.
they are just super problematic and cause so many issues.
The lesbians or the
That's what I
Jeeps?
said. I hope they're talking about the Jeeps, but it's true of
There's a
Jeeps.
TikTok
How funny.
category for them.
Dude, that is crazy.
Yeah, there's a whole TikTok. 3.7 million posts with lesbian. Oh, 16.9 million posts in lesbian with Jeep.
Jeep Wrangler is number 2. Subaru Forester number
Dude,
1.
those Subarus, man.
Number
Because
3,
they could
Prius.
Put little rainbows on the back.
Oh, I thought so they could put their little rainbows.
No, because it's for like camping and off-roading and stuff that, I enjoy, but, lots of regular girls are not into.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't
They're
think
like,
regular.
we'll go glamping. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I just kind of want to fuck in a tent. Like,
I'd
like,
kill myself.
let's do it in a hotel.
You couldn't fucking a tent
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
because of the textures.
No, because of the temperature, likely.
Because it's intense.
Yeah, it's intense.
Solid.
Yeah. It's like,
That's funny.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could.
No, dude. I mean,
I don't know if I could.
I don't go camping in 100-degree weather, dog. Like, you wait until
Yeah.
it's like nice outside and like 70 and like 60s at night. And you
And
cuddle
that
up in
too, it's like,
you forget there's like double sleeping bags. They're like
A
bigger than
lot
a
of
queen size
variables.
bed. So you're like cuddled up in there together.
that's a lot of variables.
Then you got a campfire,
Yeah, that would
make
be
some
adorable.
s'mores.
Some more what?
Some more kids.
And then you go back.
We're Mexican.
Then you go back and you smash in the tent.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Of course.
Wow.
Why do you think he was so spot on with it?
No.
I don't know.
He set the whole fucking mood for
I
us.
set the whole damn scene, dog.
Yeah.
Babe, we're going camping.
No, like that's
No,
gonna
you're
be. It
fucking
doesn't
not.
matter. If
And
it's
there is
70
something
degrees.
real like cave person brain about having like a fire and starting a fire that you're just like, and they're like, because they get real like excited by the fact that it's like caveman days when you'd start a fire and they're like, oh, I might have his babies.
Without a lighter.
He's got fire.
Without a lighter.
Yeah, I can start fires a lot. I used to have
Like on
that. I
Naked
used to
and
have this
Afraid?
survival school, dude. I can make like,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. that's
Interesting.
what I worked on.
Would you have sex with him in a tent?
Not with me, with your husband.
He would have to fucking leave the house,
Maybe.
Beans.
That's true.
True.
And
She's
get
like-
to like in the woods.
Well, and the question is always how big and how nice of a tent. I'm like, no, you get a bigger tent. Like, here you go, freebie. When you go buy a tent,
but do they make tents big enough?
They make giant tents. They make tents that are like 9 feet tall,
Okay.
like teepee
But
style
how
and
wide?
stuff.
All right.
More
do they
than-
make- Okay. All right. Cool.
Tell him stop,
And
dude.
you can put like
Stick up for
couches in
yourself.
Oh, I don't
the
care.
like,
It's
Is that your advice? Is that what you would think like when you were watching us? Tell him
to
stop.
Tell him stop,
Rich.
I'm like, Rich, stand up for yourself, man.
Tell him to
Don't
stop.
let him just do it.
Rich, go ahead. Tell me to stop.
Because Rich, here's Rich's face every time. He's just like,
Yeah, because he knows
I've been
it's
used
part
to
of the
this
bit.
for so many years.
I've been fat for so long. I'm used to it.
Rich, punch him in the fucking mouth and say
dude.
stop.
That might work.
That would work.
Yeah.
Just
that
a
might
quick-
work. I'd
just
be
a-
like, fuck, he's really
Not even
mad.
that. Just like a quick hammer pop to the nose. Just like, boom, enough.
Bad beans.
You're like, all right, man, I'm done.
Stop.
I'm done. Sorry.
Also, that's assault on camera.
Rich, you look like the Red
I mean,
Hulk today.
not if it's mutual.
It's not. Verbal assault is not mutual to physical assault.
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying mutual battle. If you're like,
Yeah, and I'll be like, "Oh, you hit me, you bad.
those are my favorite.
My neck got my back."
Those are
Yeah.
my favorite people. The people are like, I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna like as soon as they get in your face and you
Yeah.
just pop them once, and then they're like, I'm calling the police. And I'm like, dude, don't come yelling in my face.
I scared a white guy Friday night. It was crazy.
Why?
Like, I parked in the parking garage downtown,
That was your first.
and I was walking down the street, and at the light, there was a fucking white guy, and he was drunk, and he was like saying shit to me, right? And I was like, he's just drunk. I'm just gonna keep fucking walking, right? And he kept following me, and like he kept saying shit. And so I turned around and I walked up to his face, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm just kidding, man." And he fucking took off walking.
Is that why
really
those 5
fast.
cops were down the side of Francis Bond?
No, somebody got shot in the ear apparently. Yeah, I was like, I scared somebody.
It's not even Fiesta.
Dude.
It was
People
wild.
getting shot in the ear. It's not even Fiesta.
I had so much fun on Friday.
was
I
fun.
had a blast. I got to laugh, and then we went fucking drinking some more, and we
More.
some more, and I
S'more.
got fucking drunk.
Yeah,
wow.
it was a fun night.
It was a really fun
It was a
night.
great night. Station is fucking amazing.
Dude, it's such, I mean, not just that, man. It's having a place like that run by and owned by comedians where like they're taking care of everybody. It doesn't feel scammy. Like
Nope.
they're supportive of people. Like, you know, I mean, it just feels a lot more fair than a lot of like the corporate comedy stuff that happens. Like, you know, there's places in town that like, I feel like take good care of people, but you know, as far as having a place where it's like literally comedians booking, running everything, except like the bar, they're running everything. Like it's just catered to people as a comedian being way more comfortable. Plus, I think it's like one of the best rooms, like the low ceilings, the way that everybody is set up. Like,
I always say though, they need to turn those house lights
Nope.
a little bit up.
I disagree. Here's why.
Not
You
all the
ready?
way up.
No. Here's why. When they've done that before, what happens is people get distracted and start having conversations and stuff in the back. It's like when you go to the movie theater and during the previews, everybody's kind of fucking around, right? And then as soon as those lights get dark, everybody's psychologically immediately like, oh, we got to shut up and pay attention.
Not the blocks.
Oh, dude, no, but the people that Daniel was yelling at,
Yeah, those two, they were
They did-
back there. They weren't black either. But
they
like,
did not shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
and it was
dude.
pitch dark. They were in
Yeah.
the pitch dark. I
They-
think I've seen it there. I've seen it with it a little bit on where they like it wasn't all the
And
way. up,
every
it's just
time I've been there, it's
dim.
been some really drunk white girl. Every time. It's like a really drunk white girl causing problems. Every time.
I think they just need to do better at their customer service. I want to watch the show. Just bring me some fucking beers, dude. Just let me buy a fucking bucket of beers and I'm good. You know what I mean? Just make it a little bit more.
But that's not station. That's the bar.
That's Francis Boxside.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
bar.
No, that's
and
what-
Yeah,
part
because
of
even
that
the
song.
bartenders.
And again, you guys got to remember,
you're
like, this hasn't been going on for a year. It's been a few months.
Oh yeah, and
so
I'm not
everything's
shitting
still
on it.
getting
I'm saying
worked
that's
out.
like something I would prefer.
No.
I want to watch the comedians.
And
I
there
don't
was
wanna-
a period of time where they had like waitresses coming out like before the show, and I think they still do for like the 9 o'clock show.
That's
And
still overhead though.
Yeah.
That's still overhead. You know,
Yeah, they didn't
And
do that
that's
at the 9 o'clock show. We were at both shows.
No, they didn't.
No, they
Wait.
didn't for that one. But they normally do.
They're also Francis Boxide's restaffing too, because there's a lot of new people and they've switched a lot of stuff up. So I think that
But it-
has
it-
to do with it too. But I love the scene. Like the people who work there are great to the comedians. They're like really good about if people are jackasses getting them to leave and stuff. Like they've been really good people. So
Yeah, that's my favorite fucking place.
I want to give a shout out to Patrick Christopher, dude.
hell yeah,
Hey, he fucking killed on Friday.
dude.
He fucking killed. I've seen him like I've seen Pat a lot now, but on Friday he was on one.
Pat is the best at hosting. Like he has such quick retorts and such funny stuff come up like in between. It's almost like, you know, there's a lot of hosts who just get up, hey, here's your next comedian, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I
And it's
hate
like,
that.
okay, great. And you're like, you know, they're doing their job. But Patrick really does kind of make it his own like entertaining in between set stuff. You know what I mean? It's like he's got the jokes in between the jokes that you're like, oh my God, it's so good. I mean, and not only that, he's such like an amazing, like really great guy.
Yeah. I definitely like the his hosting because
Oh yeah.
I've seen some bad hosts and I'm like,
As I say, I'm like, I'm not close to a lot of comics, but I do. I do
What
really
the
love
fuck,
and respect
dude?
Christopher.
Everybody check
Patrick
your ears.
Christopher.
Did I get you in
But
the ear?
while we're shouting out, let's shout out like Tim Veer, Tori, Davey, like all the people who run the station. Like they're the ones who set that whole thing up, put on all the legwork so that we get to show up and just be funny and not have to stress about stuff. Like it's nice, man. It's
yeah,
real
dude.
nice.
Shout out fucking Tanvir.
Yeah, I like how he had an alibi yesterday.
Yeah,
That
that
was
immediately.
fucking
That was
hilarious.
hilarious,
Spot on.
dude.
Yeah, it was almost like he planned the whole weekend out, right? He kept talking about how he was in Nashville, how he loved Nashville's. How far from Nashville is Pennsylvania?
Depends on what part of Pennsylvania, dude. I used to go to Pennsylvania for work all the time.
Where
It's
was
not
it?
super far.
Bethel? New Bethel? Was it
Oh,
New
no.
Bethel, Pennsylvania? Oh, shit, that's a drive.
Pennsylvania.
11
Fuck,
hours.
Never mind.
Not even close, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of that. And
Couldn't
send it.
have
All
done
right.
it.
See, but what you forget is like
Is he private jet
Pennsylvania
status
is next to West Virginia and Ohio. That's what you
Damn.
forget. Like you can go from Pennsylvania to like Ohio if you're like Pittsburgh side. Like you can get there in a few hours. It's not like a super long drive. It's like driving from here.
Only Texas is like that fucking
dog.
huge, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It takes like 7 hours to get out of the fucking state
Yep.
sometimes.
It's like
Amazing.
us in Alaska.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got to go through like all the cities with the shittiest traffic, you know, or nothingness. That's your two options. You either get to drive for hours looking at nothing where it feels like 15 hours, or you get to sit in Austin and DFW and wherever the fuck else for way too long.
Yeah. It's crazy. What did you think about the Eminem album?
I liked it.
You listened to all of it?
Yeah, of course.
How many times?
Twice all the way through. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was easy to listen to.
No, it really was.
All the way through.
No,
I was
it
like,
really
it's
was.
over. Like, damn.
I loved it.
I remember looking at the song list thinking, that's a lot of fucking songs. And then like it being at the last song, and I'm like,
Oh,
that was
didn't
pretty
feel that
fucking
long.
quick.
Yeah. It reminds
he
me kind
raps
of like
fast.
the Outkast albums where there's like it flows into each other, like
Yeah.
the song. So it's not like, oh, here's
Gemini
this song,
especially.
here's this song, here's this song.
Yeah.
It felt like there was a flow between them because that's normally when I'll be like, is if there's like not a flow between songs or all of a sudden you're like, why the fuck is this in the middle of this album?
That's how they designed it, right?
Yeah, it was
For it being conceptual, like it had to
I would
be
think
like,
so.
a story to tell. Yeah, it's fucking great. I think it's like he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Like all that other shit, that other rapping style that he was doing, it was weird. Like there was another style that he took on in the last few years that was fucking not him.
it was more choppy.
Yeah, he got
like-
back to it.
Yeah,
He got back to it. So
I
I'm
loved
like,
it. I
who
loved
wrote
every
that shit?
second of it. Every fucking second of that album, I loved it.
You could like, there's so many things you miss, like in just listening to it.
Mhm.
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's
Yeah.
great. What do you think about the song "Still Dre"? Like, You ever
Still
heard that
DRE?
Yeah. You like that song? It's a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who wrote that song?
Probably Jay-Z.
Yeah. Because you knew because I told you to rhyme.
I've known that already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But guess who's not rapping on it? Beans?
Who's not rapping on it?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
It's true.
So it's
But
not
he
his.
wrote it.
It's not his stupid fucking voice, though, is it?
But he didn't steal those lyrics from somebody
Whoa.
else.
We don't know that.
Do we not?
You have proof that he didn't steal those
Flaws. Are
lyrics?
you anti Jay-Z?
I'm very anti
Very.
Jay-Z.
They're beefing.
Because he sucks.
Yeah, I saw a reel yesterday about him writing Still Dre, and I'm like, I wonder if Mike likes this song.
Yeah, I don't care if he was a writer. I didn't have to hear him.
You're gonna hate him anyway.
No, like, cool, you're a badass writer. He could be a badass writer, like, for other people, and that'd be cool. I just don't want to hear his stupid face or see his stupid face or hear his stupid voice.
Wow.
Look at Jay-Z's face. Tell me that
I don't have to see his face.
I will show you his face and show you the problems I have. Look.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the best picture they
He's
got
not
of
a
him.
handsome dude. That's for sure.
No. I hate him so much. It rolled over to Beyonce, and I hate Beyonce
Oh,
too.
no.
But that was also because she ruined The Lion King.
I mean, he also
Boy.
pushed hard to, like, you know, I really feel like he has tried real hard to, like, jump onto the trying to be cool bandwagon instead of just sticking with who he was, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like growing out the dreads, like that whole thing. I was like, nah. I was
Super
like,
corny.
dude, you're not J. Cole. Like, you know.
Super duper corny. And he also got bodied by Kanye on Watch the Throne.
You're a hater.
I'm fucking honest.
Okay. You can still be a hater. Two
I'm
things can be
honest
true
to
at-
I'm honest to my opinion.
No, I
Wow.
get it. No, I like the old Jay-Z stuff. Like, you know.
I don't even like that.
Hard
What's
Knock
your favorite
Life.
Jay-Z song?
Renegade, because Eminem killed the fuck out of him on it.
What's your favorite Jay-Z song with just Jay-Z on it?
None.
What?
I like Run the Town, but that's because Kanye.
What about
killed that
Girls,
bitch.
Girls, Girls? Isn't that clever?
What about
No.
African American
Mommy's
friends
a
in Paris?
narcoleptic, always sleeping on home.
Well, then that
What?
I said, what about African American friends in Paris?
Kanye. That was a Kanye fucking song, right?
It's him and
That's
Kanye.
true.
It's him and
Kanye's on
Kanye,
it.
but
Yeah.
but Kanye was the mastermind.
I don't know, man. Like, Kids See Ghosts, like that was not Kanye's big projects.
Kid See Ghost, wasn't that Kid Cudi though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
well,
that
it was
was
Kid
more
Cudi
Cudi.
and Kanye.
Yeah.
But it, obviously, from the sound of everything, is.
I thought that was
Kid
Bruce
Cudi.
Willis.
You mean
That's
Might
the
be
Sixth
wrong.
Sense. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
yeah. That
You
kid
mean,
sees ghosts.
That's I See Dead People.
yeah.
That kid sees ghosts, though, right?
That's all, and I See Dead People is the beginning of Not Like Us. There you go.
Oh,
no,
shit.
there is a Jay-Z
They're
song
gonna
I do
loop
like.
around. We just brought it all the way back.
What?
It's him by himself.
Mm-hmm.
New York. No, I'm just kidding. I hate that
No.
fucking song too, dude.
No.
That song is the fucking worst.
like
What about the job?
Hold on. What about 99 Problems?
No.
I like that one, but more for the beat than that.
That one's
No,
cool.
I know.
That one's cool.
And then the
but-
Black Album version with Danger Mouse, like that beat is wild.
No, there's one. I think it's Song Cry. Song Cry is really good.
Fuck yeah. Song Cry is
All right.
fucking.
So you don't
Yeah.
hate everything.
No, I hate everything. That's
Oh.
it. Like I had to really think.
What about the one like Scarface was on? Was it Scarface on Song Cry? No. What's that one Scarface was on?
Oh, I like Big Pimpin' too. But
Oh, see?
it's too cliche. Though.
UGK.
yeah, UGK's on that end.
R.I.P.
Too cliche with UGK.
But I even like his verse on there too. So I can't even. I'll say that.
yeah. You know why?
Yeah.
Love him, fuck him, feed him.
He wrote that beat really well. Yeah.
Get him out the hood. Keep him looking good.
While Bun B kind of like just brought the song down, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's nah. I had this comment the other day when we were talking about like we were having a discussion between a bunch of us if we got rid of the national anthem. Because Ray Wood Jr. has that joke about we need to change the national anthem to Bruno Mars. Because he's like every race all at once. So it should be a Bruno Mars song. He's like, and that's the punchline. He's like, everybody take your hats off and raise your pinky rings up to the air for the national anthem. And I was like, dude, that's not a bad national anthem. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And then my buddy was like, yeah, back in the day, I used to say that International Players Anthem should be the national anthem. And I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I was like, but that song goes from like real sweet to real freaking aggressive out of nowhere.
Isn't that
It's
us?
like, I'm going to stop calling these other girls. Like, you know, it starts out with Andre 3000 talking about like, I'm just going to pick you. And then all of a sudden it goes to like, I need a street walker, walking straight.
Fuck without a rubber.
Oh, dude, that line's so good.
Hell yeah, that's America.
Not under the sheets,
Yeah, that is.
on top of the cup.
That's
our
money
president.
on the dresser. Drive a compressor.
Mm.
Have you ever heard the, Girl Talk? The dude who just does mashups. Oh, he's got the best mashup of that song.
Really?
Best. It's like 15
Talk?
different songs. Girl
That's
Talk,
good.
and I think put in Girl Talk is just like one white dude with a laptop. Girl Talk, American DJ. Oh, that's what it pulled up.
I was
Yeah.
like,
No, if you just type in Girl Talk and then go to the one that says American DJ, boom. There you go. That dude, if you scroll down to the YouTube, yeah, or it should be right here, the songs.
His name's American DJ?
No, he goes by Girl Talk.
Oh.
But all his albums are free. You just donate to get them. Oh, he did one with J305. Scroll down or go to most viewed popular. It'll be probably the first one. 2.
You know why?
What song was it again? Oh, is it International Players Anthem? Oh.
Yeah, but it's called something else.
Oh.
This is why I got Google on my phone too.
Why? Because people suck at Google at our podcast you go to?
No.
Oh. Because I would have put Girl
I'm
Talk
just gonna
and
do
then
it faster.
UGK.
Girl Talk, Play Your Part. That's what it's called. There's a video for
Play
it.
Your
Girl
Part,
Talk,
3 stacks.
Play Your Part.
Play your part. 3 stacks. Girl Talk, play your part.
Yeah. Play Your Part, part 1.
There's a part 2.
Yeah, dude. His whole album like runs back to back.
Oh, it was GT one.
Yeah, there you go.
Play your
like this
part.
My bitch a choosy lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling billions off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time I hit that parking lot, would turn heads. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a bitch, you a fairy.
But look, this was 9 years ago this shit came out. Like, It's been forever. Now everybody's doing this mashup stuff. I was like, this kid in his mom's basement been doing it forever. But he's big now. He like tours. Oh, yeah.
I love that you went to the comments, Rox.
Yeah. Rock's like, what do people say?
If some Soldier Boy comes on here, I'm gonna flip my shit, dude.
Don't flip feces on this podcast.
Hey, bend your back low. She do it with no hands. Now stop, pop and roll.
I like this.
Dude, it's vibey too. You put because it's all back to back, so you put the whole album on. And like a party, you ain't gotta touch nothing for 2 hours.
That's what I was just gonna say. If you were a DJ and you put it on, it make you look real good.
Yep. Yes, it does.
It's a trick.
I see you on New Year's, motherfucker.
Roxy's
act
into
like
it.
you're doing shit.
Roxy's like, she's over there putting it on her Spotify right now. For those of you listening, Beans is pretending to mix this himself.
That's what I'm saying. As a DJ, that's what I do. I get mashups and I just like, ready?
This is probably my favorite part of the whole thing.
Soldier Boy?
This is Luda.
Yeah. Okay, we popping champagne like we won a championship.
That's Birdman. Switched it up on me. Ball hard. Not MJ Aura.
Bitch, I'm paid. That's all I gotta say.
What you know about that? What you know about that?
Bitch, I'm paid.
We all just vibing now.
Yeah, at this point.
This is a fucking mood, dude.
I told you, dude, it's good.
Bitch, I'm paid. That's all I gotta say. Can't see you little niggas. The money in the way. And I'm sitting high against the
I
right
blaze and you ain't right high, then you might as well hate.
Shit, I gotta eat, yeah, even though I ain't know it ain't my birthday.
They got my name on the cake.
Shit, believe that, and if the mans won't play, and I'ma fuck around and put the ball brains on the gate.
Hey.
Pick them up, fuck them, let them lay. When
Your face, you were like,
coming in?
what?
Every day, that's uptown, throw a stack at 'em, make a song about me.
Throw a shot back at him.
Bitch on my pipe, she like a crack addict, and she saw me cooking eggs, she thought I was back at it. Yeah, I grabbed my keys, oh I gotta go. Got my
Roxy,
phone
that's about cooking crack, just so you know.
second low.
Oh, that's what he's talking about, the Lil Wayne and Sinead O'Connor.
Getting some head. I was getting some head. Getting some head.
I just wanna fucking rap. Wanna
for it.
fucking
How much
rap.
time's left? Oh, yeah, because then it goes straight from this into Big Pimpin'.
Oh, nice.
That's so
It's
fun.
like, I know it's like 60s soul stuff mixed in, like everything. You're like, hey, I know this song.
It's so fun.
That
I'm
was
telling you, not everybody.
dope.
Great.
I just turned you on to some old school stuff. I used to drive around bumping that stuff all the time.
That's so
It's fun, dude. It's a vibe for sure.
You should play when you Uber.
You should play when you Uber. People be like, who is this?
Oh, that's me. This is that's my playlist I made.
I should Uber.
This is my DJ. Let me give you my card.
So you watched our episodes.
Yeah.
Some of
Flaws
them.
told me I had to. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
You
the
kinda-
qualifications from now on.
I don't know if you broke everything down that you got about me.
No.
That's cool, right? We can move on. What's wrong with Rich?
Everything.
Is there anything wrong with Rich?
I mean,
Is it just me?
it's just a lack of assertiveness. I brought y'all some gifts here.
All right. Oh,
Yeah,
hold
let's
on.
go.
He's about to break it down for Rich. He's
No.
he's going to come out
This
with
was
the
my
gifts.
research on y'all, just so you.
Oh, shit.
That's like a legit binder full.
My research.
Damn. All right. Break it. You take it away.
All right, this one's for you, just because I didn't have a good boundaries.
Oh,
book,
this
so
is
that's what
great.
you need next.
Fuck
This
yeah.
is for sure for you, my dog.
Okay, hold on.
Addictive thinking and the addictive personality. I do have.
Do you?
I'm just saying.
Really?
No, I don't have an addictive personality.
You are full of crap.
You think he does?
No, I don't think so at all.
You think he has an
I think
addictive
people are
personality?
addicted to my personality.
That's what he
And for you, this one starts on page 355 that you should have and read. These are
You
yours,
son
these are
of a
yours to
bitch.
keep.
I hate you.
I went to Half Price Books to get y'all some gifts. 355.
You son of a gun.
I got some stuff highlighted in there for you just to make sure that you.
I'm a deviant.
How cute.
Sexual deviance. 100%.
Facts, dude.
You make way too many jokes about weird shit for some of that shit not to be true, my friend.
Yeah.
It's all true.
Did you? I don't know if you saw him at
Bro.
the station. He had 2 women with him.
I ain't trying to lose my license. There better not be any bodies in the attic.
Well, yeah, let's just no, there isn't. But yeah, let's go ahead and disclaimer this with Everett is not making any official diagnosis.
Nope. Can't.
He's not giving us any medical advice.
Thank you.
We're not seeking any medicine based off of anything that he's saying.
Correct.
We're not assuming
This is
anything
all
is true.
for entertainment purposes.
All for entertainment purposes, some for comedic purposes, and things like that.
Yes.
Sexual deviance is spot on.
But no, it'll explain to you like the sociology of it. So
That's cool. I
Which is
wanna
always
know
what
it.
everybody wants to know.
Sometimes,
Like,
you-
why am I into
really?
weird? I spend probably 25% of my time in therapy with people trying to help people figure out why, and get over the fact that like people like specific kink stuff and why they're like, I'm so weird. And I'm like, dude, so many people are into this. It's not even funny. Like just people don't talk about it. We live, you got to remember, we live in a country that was founded by people so uptight, they made them leave England.
But we're probably doing some of the same shit that they frowned upon, right?
No,
like everybody has,
people have been doing this. Like there's nothing new under the sun, right?
Exactly. Nothing's taboo. Like you say taboo, but nothing is taboo. It's just taboo to you.
To talk about.
Because of the way you were raised, because of your experiences.
And that's exactly it, right?
That's
so besides feet, that's the kink, that's the explanation of kinks, right? It's whatever you were raised to believe is kind of wrong or dirty becomes what you're interested in.
Yeah.
Right? That's why like.
Besides feet. Because the first time I met him.
Oh yeah. Everybody asked me.
That was the first question I had for him.
It's like, wait.
You're a psychologist? What's up with people with feet fetish?
Everybody, dude.
Everybody does that? I thought it was unique.
No, not everybody, but a lot of people are like, wait, I heard you do sex counseling stuff. I would say like, why are people turned on by feet?
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just psychologist. Yeah. So yeah, go into that.
No. So
why are people turned on by feet?
So he's gonna go into it.
So 95% of times it's just a cross wiring in the brain. The part of our brain that identifies people by like their feet, legs is directly across from the part of our brain that tells us we're turned on. It's like the deep brain, like doop.
It's like right there. It's like they're parallel to each other.
The corpus callosum is kind of that line you see down the brain that's like separates the two halves of the brain. And it's a cross wiring that goes across that corpus callosum that tells people like, oh, I'm turned on. And
I want to go to the beach.
Directly across from that is like feet. So it's just like, and when you think about your brain, it literally is wires. It's electrical pulses going back and forth. It's like you got the axons and dendrites. None of them touch when you talk about your neurons. It's just like a little spark of electricity that goes across, right? So if you think of the billions of neurons we have, each one of those neurons is something, right? So the example I always give is like Friday, right? So you say the word Friday, people are like, oh, the movie Friday. Like that's one thing it's attached to is like movies. And then some people are like, oh, Friday, that's payday. Or some people are like, Friday, I remember that one Friday when I got arrested on a Friday or whatever it is. So all those other thoughts are attached to that specific neuron. And we got billions of those. So we have all these weird interconnections between things. That's why in the old days, they used to do like the wordplay where you're like, oh, what's the first word you think of when I say this? Was just to see what those connections kind of are in your brain and what the strongest connections are.
I'm just glad it's feet and not, children.
So the other 5%.
Is that a misfiring?
No.
No.
It's a nature nurture thing.
It is an absolute nurture thing where most people with those behaviors have been abused as children or were forced to abuse other children as children. So it messes up their wiring of nature versus nurture. Literally like pretty much 100% cases. No, that's the only one.
When they get to that point, that's crazy.
I know how you can fix it, Beans.
Yeah.
And give them a fucking
There's one
gun.
state that does that. There's one state. What state is it now?
Yeah, there's a state that just
castrates.
No, they
even
allow the
chemical
death
castration
penalty.
doesn't stop.
They allow the death penalty now, right?
It's an obsessive behavior. Like, and again, with a lot of that, it doesn't have anything. Just like any essay stuff, right? Doesn't have to do with sex, it has to do with power. Starting fires has to do with sex.
So for them, it's not like about like having
an arsonist.
Orgasm. Yeah. For them, it's not like getting to an orgasm, achieving an orgasm.
I mean, it's like, internally, and people don't really know or look at why they do this stuff, but usually it's because they got abused and miswired their brain, right?
Florida.
So that seems right to them. Even though they know
it doesn't seem like morally right to them. It's like an obsessive behavior they can't stop, right?
Do they have
something I have to do? It's just I know it's wrong. It's just something that I can't stop from doing.
Do they have post nut clarity?
Do they have post nut clarity?
How would I know?
I don't know. Dude.
Boom, right answer. That's how we get him.
I was like, what?
He's good, guys. He's good.
But have you seen the fucking? Have you seen the Instagram accounts that are now like setting people up?
Oh yeah,
and
there's a bunch of them.
What's his name? Charleston White is like has gone on their shows.
Hundreds of them that are doing that all over the U.S. where they're like, set them up, and then be like, boom, hey, call the police. Police come in. They're like, hey, here's all the text messages. Here's all the Snapchats, whatever else. Like, and good for them, man, because, you know, there's not enough manpower out there. Like,
one of them was like, hey, like, where do you work? He's like, dude, I work at the church. And he's like, you're going to call your pastor.
Yeah.
Like, he calls the pastor and he's like, tell him what you're doing. And the pastor's like, he's like, yeah, hey, pastor, not coming in to work. Like, I got caught doing something weird. He's like, what were you doing, Michael? And he's like, it was something weird. And they're like, tell him you were fucking meeting a 13-year-old kid.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, yeah, I was meeting a 13-year-old kid kind of like at this place. And I mean, the pastor sounded like a father that knew his kid was bad. Was like, okay, we're going to have to talk about this when you get home, you know? It was like, it sounded like that. It was like,
no, for real, more power to those people, right? Like, you know, and there's some of them that do the same thing for like the crazy racist people doing stuff like Michael Tizziant.
Oh, yeah.
Mike is a great guy. We've had some talks for stuff that he's asked me some psychological stuff on, and he's an amazing human being. Like, he really doesn't make hardly any money from it. He does like TV and movie stuff. He does TV and movie stuff. And then you've got Dinesh, like, that does that stuff too. And people get real mad, like, oh, what can it be? I was like, you can. There's just consequences for it, right? If you're going to go out and be a douchebag, like, there's consequence. Not to get super political, but I mean, there's no money for the police and the government to go after all these people. And so the more people you have, like, tracking them down and helping the cops do their job, the better. I mean, I got some friends who were decent human beings that are in law enforcement, but I know a lot of people who are just dumb as a box of rocks that's what they ended up landing on. I mean, it's not like people are out here getting rich being police, so it's not like we're getting the top of the stuff. Puppy dog pals.
Huh?
You don't know about
I'm
puppy
really
dog
worried about my puppy dog
Is this
pals.
what you wrote for?
So I can't confirm or deny anything. So I do NDAs. I do punch-ups for stuff. So I do punch-ups for comedians, shows, other things. So I can't confirm or deny anything. And the show that I'm waiting to hear back on whether we got fully picked up or not, I also can't say
nice.
Should we scrap
anything
this
about
completely?
Yeah.
Can you get rid of this?
100%.
No. No,
I mean, anybody watching live, please just erase that from your memory. Like the jury. Like, it's weird to me. Like, when they strike that from your memory
people
as a
always
juror.
say that. People are always like, oh, don't you write? And I was like, there's some stuff. Yeah, like, you know. But again, when you're doing punch up, when you're not like, and if you look at like the writer list on the end of the shows, it's like 3 people when really there's like 30 of us that get hypothetically that get bits and pieces of the show. And then they're like, hey, we know you're good at this specific thing. Will you punch these jokes up for us? Will you make this a little more culturally relevant? Will you make it whatever? Comedians too. Like, there's a lot of that in high-end comedy, like people who are touring, like, you know, you're on the road 250 days a year, like, you know, doing interviews, doing TV shows, having to go on morning shows, all that stuff. Like, it's really hard to write out every bit and piece of it. Like,
and to work it out.
Well, not just that. Like, you might have like a punchline. You might have like the whole bit kind of 90% done, but then it's like, I don't have time to sit and workshop it and do all the other pieces. Like, hey, can you just, it's just like punching stuff up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then you got guys who are just like amazing at writing for people. And like Tony Hinchcliffe is an amazing writer. Like, dude, I knew his name before he was I guess he was even touring with Joe, because he was already writing for the Comedy Central roast, and that's all I cared about. You get to the end of the roast, I'm like, who are the writers?
Really?
Who's the people making these messed up jokes? Because they're my people. Oh, dude, on TV shows, that's the stuff I care about. Like,
I wondered if anybody read those credits.
I do. I always do, because that's the people who are really doing the work, and that's the people that, like, if there's a comedy show, that's the people I want to go see, because they're going to be funny as hell, because they're the ones doing the hard, heavy lifting behind the scenes. Everybody cares about the actors on the show and that stuff, which, you know, more power to them. It's a hard ass job. But the people who are the ones like behind the scenes, like, let me tell you how my messed up brain works. Right. So, and that's most of my like favorite people when I look at like comedians that I'm like, oh, I love that dude. It's, you know, people who've been writing on stuff forever and finally are just getting their flowers, man.
What do you think about Comedy Central's fucking downfall, though, dude? It used to be so fucking dope.
It's that way with everything, though, man. Everything on cable is that way. Like, everything's moving to like
streaming services.
I cannot tell you, besides like football or sports stuff the last time I watched live TV.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I could tell you guys. Y'all want to hear?
Yesterday,
What was it?
I watched Baywatch.
Baywatch Nights.
For some
the
reason.
new one.
No, dude, the one
The
with David
old school?
Hasselhoff. For some reason, whenever I turn off my Xbox, my TV just defaults to some random ass
Generic
channel.
It's anime for me.
And it's
weird.
always Baywatch. And
Bro.
sometimes I'll just
I even have that stuff. I'll wait till the next day when it comes out on Hulu and watch it. They're like, "Oh, this thing happened last night." I'm like, "I'll just
Give me a
watch
date,
it on
give me a
Hulu
date,
tomorrow."
Wow.
I get mad.
Yeah.
Like, it's so spoiled. My daughter, who's 8 and has autism too. But my daughter will get really mad if there's commercials on stuff because she's like, "Oh, commercials!" Because she's been raised since she was little to not have to watch commercials.
my kids call them ads.
Yeah.
Because that's what it says up there on the corner. It says ads.
No, but so if it's a commercial like on like we're watching Raw or something, right? In a commercial, Dad, why are there ads for? Like they're called commercials.
Why are there pop-ups in this show?
Why are we talking about laundry detergent all of a sudden?
I know, man.
That's fucked up.
But no, I've gotten to that point where I'm like, ugh. Like I was so mad the day that I turned on my TV and Amazon Prime started putting those commercials at the beginning, and I was like, "What just happened?" Like literally was online. Like, I gotta pay how much extra a month? All right, it's worth it,
Dude, but really though, like how much drama can happen at the fucking beach, right? That you have to have fucking episodic fucking
I'm like,
television.
First of all, how terrible is the police department there that they have like lifeguards solving murders?
There's like big
have, like,
terrorist shit going on.
Yeah,
Like,
Terrorists, serial killers, and they got lifeguards like trying to solve it.
It's amazing.
How
I didn't
rough
know
is
it was
life?
all about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched it.
Like,
I just didn't know
the
that's
beginning
what it was
seasons
all
were like,
about.
"Oh, we're saving people's lives." And then it became Baywatch
It's more
Nights,
visual for
where
me.
they made the lifeguards go undercover. Is like I was like,
Oh.
"Y'all ain't got real cops. What's going on?"
I think they turned into vampires at one point too, right?
What
No
the- I don't
way.
even
No,
know,
I
dude.
Baywatch vampires.
Yeah, see if there's
Google Baywatch
No
vampires.
way. Let's see.
I mean, it seems like that was the era when they're like, "Hey, everybody's a vampire." Baywatch Night's a vampire. It's right there.
No.
Night whispers. He's more and more convinced that Francesca is a very real vampire. Oh my God, there is a vampire. Look, she got, or at least someone pretended to be a vampire with fake teeth.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Oh my
telling you,
God.
bro.
Do you mention Stephanie get together?
Bro, that's how. So I'm watching it the other day and they're talking about like, I just can't believe he did that to you. And then like they go to the next scene and somebody's just like saving people's lives from a building
Bro.
and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
didn't we watch a documentary about Baywatch? That's
What was it on?
I'll find.
Look up Baywatch documentaries, Rocks, because
Oh
I'm
my
definitely
God.
gonna fucking watch one later. Because it just pops up.
I like
dude.
how random like stream of thought this entire podcast is. All of a sudden we're like, you know what? I watched Baywatch. Hey, wasn't there a vampire on there? Hey, is there Baywatch?
This?
Moment in the Sun.
Baywatch 4-part docuseries, it says. Go back.
I think it may have been
No,
that.
go up.
Go up, go up.
Baywatch 4-part docuseries to run in August. Oh, after Baywatch. That's what it was. You were right. My bad.
Don't worry, Beans. We're just still talking about Baywatch here.
Still talking about Baywatch.
How cool was David Hasselhoff sung the theme song?
Oh, dude.
He sang it.
How I remember
What?
when I was
Everywhere.
I remember when I was little because I'm old as fuck. But I remember when I was little and the Berlin Wall fell down and they like flew David Hasselhoff out to like sing on the wall. And I was like, why? And that's when we all found out that like Germany loves David Hasselhoff.
Star over there.
Dude, I
Dude,
feel
they were
like,
obsessed with him.
I feel like kids in the 80s were probably like dumber than the rest of the kids that like
I remember we used
as
to go
life progressed.
We used to go to the mall and they would sell like, I don't remember how much it was, but like little pieces of the Berlin Wall at like Dillard's or somewhere in the mall. There was a period you could buy like tiny little, I mean like quarter-sized, nickel-sized chunks of the Berlin Wall for like $10 in like a velvet bag or something. It was so weird.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking pyramid scheme, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that was real.
No.
No.
I mean, and who would have known? We didn't have the internet or anything. It could just been like
That's why I'm
Big
saying.
Dave broke up a cinder block in his backyard, spray painted a little bit on the side, broke up a cinder block in his backyard and was charging $5 a piece for him.
Absolutely. White people do crazy shit.
I mean, it's like it's like Cam Patterson with the rocks. Like, you know how much I pay for a bag of rocks? Like nothing. And white people buy it up. I'm like, that's right, they do, sir.
There was no rocks at his show the other night.
Because it was sold out.
No, I didn't see any rocks. At least
No, because she doesn't go anywhere because she has anxiety.
So that's why there was no rocks there. I got it. I got it. It was
solid. But yeah, but Cam also fucking killed, dude.
Oh, dude, he always does.
I had never seen, like, I've only seen him on Tony, and his minute clips, they're always hit and miss for me sometimes.
Yeah.
But man, for that 30, 45 minutes he was on stage, he fucking rocked.
Did you see his Trump take?
We've hung out a couple of times for a very short period of time, and he is the most likable person. Like, he's just so happy to be like doing what he's doing, and he's so friendly to everybody and like daps up everybody. Like, just, you know, you cannot have a better personality to be getting that kind of like attention than that dude. Like, I'm always like
there's not a better person that you want to be called a fuck nigga to. Because he says it so cool. Hey,
for
fuck
real,
nigga.
dude.
Like,
and it's like,
fuck nigga.
That dude is just joyful. Like, every time I've seen him, every time I've seen him do a show, every time we've had like a few minutes together hanging out with other comedians, whatever, like, that is his personality just exudes joy. And I think that's the reason he can get on stage and just tell stories. And he's so joyful, right?
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of what we're used to seeing with all these comics like me who are just depressed as fuck and saying real dark shit. He's just like, I'm happy to be here.
And he's happy to be himself.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, if you care who he is, he's who he is. Like, that's some of the happy
and
people.
his personality just in general, like, he's like one of those dudes that you could just sit and listen to tell stories for 2 hours and just laugh about, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely one of those.
But what if he goes home and cries?
Who doesn't?
Could you tell if like the difference between somebody who is faking it and just being that person?
I can tell that sometimes I can tell the difference really big with the people who say they're autistic and aren't, which has become like a hip thing to do.
Yeah.
Because the reality for like those of us who really have like what we used to call Asperger's, like level 1 autism, which is most people are like, I'm autistic. I'm like, no, you're not. You just need an excuse to be weird. And it really does piss me off. Like, every time I go to Austin for shows or whatever, there's always like every comedian, I'm autistic. I'm like, dude, no, you're not. Like, you wouldn't, you know, I am, and it's not fun. Like, it's rough. It's horrible.
Dude.
The reason I had to
But what
leave,
if
that's
it's
the reason
not
I had to
fun for
leave the
them?
corporate world, right?
Yeah.
When I was doing, when I was running hospitals, right? Like, chief clinical officer for a chain of hospitals. When I finally, like, they're like, we're having layoffs. I'm like, I'm leaving. Bye. I'm out. I'm out. It's
Why?
because I was so tired of masking. So that's the one thing that people forget. Like, if you have real mental illness or real autism, like, you're constantly pretending to be okay and constantly pretending to be normal. And I got so mentally and emotionally exhausted from that shit that I was just like, I can't do it. So now my job now, I'm fortunate that I get to work for a place that just kind of lets me do my own thing and is happy to have me. So I get to be as weird as I want to be. And I don't have to be like, hey, I'm going to pretend like I'm a normal person. I'm like, I just say weird stuff and they laugh at me and I go do my stuff and it's fine.
I like that, dude.
Well, but it's hard, man, because it is. Autism's a social disease. So it means like I don't have a lot of close relationships with people. Like, it's hard to have a romantic thing with people.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the reasons I was nervous as hell coming on, because I'm like, I mean, you see me around, but I'm like, one of my friends in town calls me the golden unicorn because he's like, you don't do anything. And every time someone sees you, they're like, I saw Everett out at blah, blah, blah. Like, he's like the golden unicorn. Like, if I'm not doing a show, right? Or an open mic, everybody's like, oh, I heard you were out hanging out doing karaoke at this place. I'm like, yeah.
Golden unicorn sounds sexual to me.
It probably is.
So since you're autistic, is your binder full of drawings?
No, I'm not that kind.
But don't you think, like, I mean, a lot of people feel that way, that they're masking themselves at work.
I mean, I think a lot of people feel that way in general just because of the societally, but it's a very different one. So, like, I always explain to people, like, if you know someone who feels really weird and awkward, but at the same time you don't dislike them, it's probably like low-level autism. I had someone describe me that way. They're like, no, they're like, I mean, weird. Like, it's different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you've had conversations with me. You know, it's different than like other comics. Like, I'm aware of this.
I don't know. I don't think so. I just think like you're just another person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
see
think
color.
about that.
You're more open-minded than
unless
most,
somebody is like I would say that it might be a wrong word, but like muted by it. Like, unless somebody is like really muted, not it sounds
like,
wrong.
Doesn't have affect, like doesn't have
right. It's like you can obviously tell For anybody else, I'm like, I don't fucking know unless you say it. Like, oh yeah. Okay, I get it.
Like
but even you're saying it, I don't get it.
If you point it out, right? Like you're like, hey, there's this thing that I do. You're gonna see it, and then once you do it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, and then you'll catch it every time after that. But if I don't know, I'm not gonna give.
Mine's a bunch of stuff, right? Like I don't know. Like I can always tell when I've like upset or offended or like creeped out someone, but I can't figure out what I did. So I've got like some very close friends of mine that will be like, hey man, when you did that, that's what creeped out. I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, hey, thanks. Cause I don't know any better. And I have to tell people I get close to them, like, hey, want to do some weird shit? Like tap my leg under the table, whatever. Cause I'm like,
interesting.
Maybe Louis C.K.'s autistic. And when he pulled his dick out to jack off in front of everybody, he didn't know.
Yeah. I have never jacked off into a plant.
Yeah. Okay.
I am sure at some point I have accidentally pulled my dick out, but that's back in the day, and drugs are make you do some weird shit.
Facts. Okay. Let's get to it. Well, okay. What's wrong with Mike Flaws?
What's wrong with Flaws?
Yeah. What are your notes on Flaws?
My big notes.
Not
on
what's
Flaws.
wrong with him, but what are your notes on Flaws?
So Flaws definitely has what we call structured thinking, which means he's not very flexible in seeing other people's point of view.
You can see that.
He's like, I don't understand that. And it's like, all right, you got to like be more like, hey, like this is a possibility, right? He's a very much like all or nothing black and white thinker, right?
But he's willing
like
to
this
take
is good
on new
or this
thoughts.
is bad.
Yeah, he's willing to take on new concepts.
But that's not what that means, right?
Okay.
Like it just means he's like, when we talk about flexible, like what people think is positive, like open-mindedness isn't always positive either, right? It's like people who are like, oh, I just want to be happy all the time. I'm like, that's also a mental health disorder. It's called mania.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of depression, right? Same mental health disorder.
There's audible gasp.
I'm like, no, we're meant to be like somewhere in the middle and content and feel like joy and sadness.
We're
and
supposed
like
to have challenges.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
That's how we learn, man. Mistakes are how people learn.
And we're supposed to be affected by them too.
Absolutely.
Like, not be like perpetually like, it's okay.
Well, no.
It's okay that happened.
That's why we have like such a huge struggle with self-esteem in the US is because people forgot what self-esteem is.
Yeah.
It's the esteem of your motherfucking self.
That it is. But no, here we focus so much more on taking our opinions of ourselves from what other people think of us that so many people like have lost out on like having a genuine experience as a human and as a personality because they're always so concerned with like, oh, I don't want to make this person unhappy. I don't want to make this person unhappy. It's not even people pleasing, right? I call it like other esteem, right? Where we're like, oh, I got to have this car and I got to get this job and I got to make this money because, you know, and being on the dating apps and autistic, when I was on the dating apps, not anymore, but when I was on, you really see like how much of that external stuff, like other people are like, I need you to be 6'3" and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. But what are you bringing to the table?
You could say that because you're 6'3".
I'm not. I'm not.
What are you bringing to the table? Some fat pussy or not?
But no, for real. Like, and I mean, all of us at the table have been married.
Nope.
Except Roxy.
Call me that.
You've never been married?
Oh, he's never been married.
You just got a baby mama?
3. No, 2. Just kidding.
Almost 3, but then I made a donation to Planned Parenthood, aka paid for interstate commerce.
No, it was Walgreens.
You supported interstate commerce?
Yeah. It was like $25, dude.
Hypothetically,
I didn't know that it was that cheap.
Texas.
Yeah. No, it was like the next night. It was not within 6 weeks. There was no question about it. Very quick.
Dude, did you hear Cam's fucking abortion joke?
Can't, no.
Oh, man. Y'all, I would just say go watch him, man.
Really?
That fucking abortion joke is top tier.
Dude.
Fuck yeah. And I love abortion jokes, dude. It's not better than Anthony Jeselnik's abortion joke.
Oh, dude. Anthony is like my favorite comedians. Literally all like feed in and like help mentor each other. Like going back to like no one remembers who's this dude, Emo Phillips, who's in UHF. If y'all ever seen that movie with the Weird Al Yankovic, he's the guy who cuts his finger off and he's bleeding. He's like, call me Mr. Butterfingers. He was one of the very first stand-up comics I saw on like, I think Friday nights. My dad used to let me stay up and watch, like stay up late. And he'd watch Johnny Carson, then go to bed. And then after that was David Letterman. And he was one of like the Letterman comedians in like the 80s. And the first time I saw him is the first time I remember laughing so hard my stomach hurt.
Wow.
Because he's that same thing where I tell people it's my favorite and I'm not good at it. Let me say that. I am not good at these type of jokes. But where it's like joke with a big hook at the end where you're like, where the hell is this going? And then you're like, oh my God, this did not go where I wanted it to go. So it's like him. And then it's Stephen Wright, right? You guys know who Stephen Wright is? The guy with
the guy from
Monotone. He's in Taxi Driver.
But was he on Ghost? No?
Maybe he's in Ghost.
Or Pet Cemetery?
I don't know.
Sorry.
He's the DJ voice in
with curly hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the voice of the DJ in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
He's so good.
What movie was he in?
His is just like one. He's been in a ton. He's in Taxi Driver. Like he's in a ton of movies. But his like one-liner stuff, which is also big twist. Like,
Is he in
I
Hot
love
Bake?
that dude. He's in everything.
I think he was the guy on the couch.
Guy on the couch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, he's so, I mean, but he is like just the best one-liners that you're like, God, I wish I wrote that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then from him, it's like Mitch Hedberg.
That's what I was going to go to.
It's the same thing. And then after Mitch, it's like Anthony Jeselnik. And like, these are the people that when I watch, I'm sitting there so mad. I'm like, God, I wish I could write like that. Like, I wish I could. And like, most of them never got huge. Like most of them never got huge. Like
fucking that misdirection.
Oh, dude, it's so good. John Tuttle here in town is great at it, dude. I love listening to that dude do comedy because he's so good at the one-liner misdirection stuff that it just, I lose it. Daniel has a few that like I lose it on, dude, that are the same way where I'm like, oh, that's not where I thought I was going. Daniel Velasquez, shout out. But no, he's got some of those one-liners. He did one Saturday night that I went up to him afterwards. I was like, dude, that's genius. I love that. Like,
what was it? What was the premise?
Oh my, I don't even remember, dude, but it was so good. Like I was losing it. And that's rare for me. Huh?
It was unforgettable.
No, I mean, I see so many comics do so much stuff that like
is anybody
it's hard.
at this table autistic?
And actually, to be honest, I try to forget people's stuff so I don't accidentally do similar stuff. Right?
Oh yeah, watching them. Yeah.
Dude, it's so easy to like go off the same premise. Like I had a Chick-fil-A joke and Daniel did a Chick-fil-A bit. So I cut it out of my set at the secret show because I was like, oh, now I can't do my Chick-fil-A joke because he did a Chick-fil-A joke. Okay. So
yeah, I can't use any of Patrick's fat material.
No, but for real, it happens not only that, like a lot of people come out with stuff that's the same around the same premise. And then people get mad like, oh, you stole that joke. I'm like, man, I could have written. If I'm like, man, if I thought about that premise, if I was like, oh, my girlfriend's pregnant. Like we all would write the exact same jokes, right? Like it would be very, very similar because we're using a premise that's like a generic premise.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to avoid those premises altogether. So I can be like, let's write something totally new. And not only that, but it like fits with your personality and who you are and your experiences and helps make it a little different. So being like the older alternative emo goth comedian person is what works for me.
Is that what you are?
I mean,
how do you write? Do you write like on your phone or do you write like physically write?
Both.
Do you have a notebook?
Both.
Really? And then like, do you build on your shit or are you just writing notes randomly?
Normally it's like one line where I'll be like, oh, this seems like a funny idea. And I've got like a folder on my phone just for that stuff, right? Where it's like, oh, this is a premise. Like I've got one that I've still haven't written a joke about, Nobody Steal It, about how Yetis and Stanley Cups look a fuckload. He's like, hold on, I'm trying to steal this.
Hold that thought. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No.
Yetis and Stanley Cups.
Yetis and Stanley Cups look a fuckload like fleshlights. And there's something there that I've never figured out yet. But I'm like, same shape.
I could fuck with
I've
this.
Never put two and two together about that.
I know I'm right, huh? You're like, yep.
That's the punchline. I could fuck with this.
But that's the thing. I've never heard anybody talk about it. And I'm like, I've got a thing there and I got to do it.
Yeah, I could fuck with this.
And one-liners is my thing. Like not even one-liners, like roast stuff. Like that's how I cope is if I'm driving, I get pissed off. I just write a roast about the person. I'll drive by and see what they look like. And I'm like,
I love doing that.
And I'm like,
You're a comedian?
I'm like, that girl looks like she only dates Catholic dudes because her pussy smells so fishy. Make sure she gets eaten out on a Friday.
Damn.
Oh, smooth.
And then like if you can pick anybody and give them that roast.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's real specific. And sometimes it's real vague. Where I'm like,
I don't look like that.
This is real vague. If it's just a white dude, I'm like, he looks like he makes a girl go 50-50 at the restaurant before he date rapes them.
And
like,
did you
I'm
write
like,
that
you know.
down?
And then I will. Normally I'll like, if I'm driving, I'll voice note it in there. And then as soon as I get done, I'm like, oh, don't forget to write down those voice notes.
That's a good idea. Because like a lot of times
It just helps me cope, man. Because then I'm like,
do that about people. Like
I do it nonstop. I've got probably 10 pages of just those one-liners of people like, and when other people in general at places piss me off, I'm just like, yep,
Wow, I got
motherfucker
you.
Looks like the first.
I got something for you.
I was like, this motherfucker looks like the first dude killed in a war movie.
Wow, I think about those.
And when I get bored, I do that. It's one of my favorite things. If I'm like sitting waiting to go up or something, I'll just
me. No, I don't do that at all.
I'll just sit and write burns about my friends and be like, "You look like," and I'm like, the more off the wall and vague, the better it is.
What does Rich look like?
A nice
Go ahead.
man.
Come on, what if Rich cut you off right now in traffic? What would you say? Yeah, because he drives like shit.
What?
Well, he doesn't even
So
drive.
careful.
Yeah, he's a very careful, slow fucking
Go
driver.
along with the premise?
No, at least
just trying
be
to
like
get me
he
to
doesn't
tear
do anything.
Except drive well.
When you do drive somewhere.
Okay, don't good drivers suck?
You know what, guys? You know what sucks? Good driving. The biggest comedian crowd.
What do you do at the zipper? What do you do at the zipper?
The zipper?
I know you can't reach it, but like, what do you?
Zipper.
Pull down, buddy.
No, on a fucking like you know the road right here,
The
Petrenko?
merge lane?
Yeah, the merge lane.
I thought he was talking about, what do you do when you go to the county fair and you're about to ride the zipper?
that's what
I thought he was going to make
too.
another fat joke. That's what I was waiting for.
Wow.
I won't get on it because I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah. Plus, I wouldn't trust any of those dudes to make me a sandwich, much less put together a deadly machine I got to ride on.
Support my weight.
Every time I look at him, I'm like, would I trust this man to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Would I eat it? If no, not getting on that shit.
Interesting.
And then everybody's like, that's the excitement. I was like,
What if you don't like peanut butter and jelly?
Do you not like peanut butter and jelly?
My answer's always
We've already been over that. We've already been over that.
Breathe 4 times and then pay for the zipper.
Texture?
Okay. What do you do at the merge? Do you let them in? Like if it's like right here. Okay, so right here, those people don't have to be in that lane, right? That little short lane. Because they know it's going to end. So they could get in line back there, right? But you know they're cheating.
Yeah.
You know they're cheating. You're going to let one and one in?
Yeah.
That's cool. You're a good driver. Wow.
I feel
What do you do?
I feel somebody will pay that forward later to me.
I don't even know what that looks
And they
like.
don't.
I mean, I'm not.
So, you know, like whenever you're on a road and like everybody knows that lane's going to end.
Or it's
But
like
these
a turn only.
motherfuckers, yeah. But these motherfuckers, and I'm playing devil's advocate because I'm the motherfucker.
Want to cut around and do like 70
Hell
right by
yeah.
you to try to get ahead, 2 minutes ahead.
And everybody else got in line.
Bro.
But this guy knows that there's that extra bit of the lane, so he's gonna get in
So
and
they're usually
force his
driving a
way in.
Tesla or a Mercedes
Red.
or a Lexus.
Or
like-
they have DV on their license plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are douchebags.
They're disabled veterans.
Yeah.
They,
I mean, it's
That
nothing
has
to.
DV.
I say that it's because they have DV on their license plate, not because they're disabled veterans. It's because they have that on their license.
because they have domestic violence.
Ooh,
Which is the other DV.
that's probably what they do.
Dad?
Or they have deep vaginas.
Your dad
Deep
has.
vagina.
He reminds me of a guy that would
The
drive.
other vaginal option.
Yeah,
I cut them off, bro.
you cut them off.
I
You don't
am-
let them in.
No, I'm the one that's doing the fucking.
He's the one who'll ride the
You're the one who
coming
knocks?
in.
He's the one who'll block
Oh,
it.
you're the one who's riding that lane.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Because if that space is empty, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Why am I going to wait in line when I could just cut in the front?
Also, Beans' opinion on dating. If that space is empty.
I'm feeling it. All right, page 355.
That space is empty. I'm feeling it.
Oh, do not fill empty spaces when they appear. Oh,
Then how do you get in a vagina?
huh?
A vagina is an empty space.
Notice how he said "huh" real quick. He's like, "huh?"
Only
A
double
what?
penetration.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
With a girl or another guy?
Don't matter.
Nice. Can we move on to Trump now?
Broomstick.
Let's
whatever.
go.
He's a weirdo.
Okay, this is gonna be a long
All right.
one.
All right.
Okay. All right, where do we want to start, man?
Let's
okay,
start. Let's
yesterday-
start with the video.
How
Let's
did you
start with the
okay,
video.
Let's start. Yes, let's
With the
start with
short
the video.
video.
Where were you when this happened? I was in bed. My son called me and I was fucking napping because yesterday I was hungover. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not gonna answer. And then he texts me and I'm like, fuck, something's wrong. And he sends it to me, but he doesn't send me the second part. He just sends me the part where he gets shot and like goes down.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dude, how were you hungover? You stopped drinking pretty early on Friday.
Well, yeah, I was
He's old.
hungover and like I was like mentally
Tired.
fucking drained. Yeah, my body was drained yesterday.
Good evening.
It's those
That does
stairs
not
to
look
the
like
station.
a Jose
If
Diaz
you want
Velar.
to really see something that said, take a look
Full
what
screen?
happened.
Dude, go back again.
Shots have apparently.
8 total.
Eight total, but how many
The
came
first
from the guys on the roof?
First
See the video as it played out. That chart's a couple of months
Watch.
old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what
The
happened.
turn of the head. Boom.
2, 3, and then, which is
Sound
the
like
Secret Service.
Yeah.
Because that dude's like, boom, wait for recoil, boom, wait for recoil, boom, wait for recoil, and then they're like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
They show the
What you're trained
video
to
of
do.
the Secret Service guys that shoot him, the ones that are on the roof, and they have sights on him before he starts shooting. Like you can see them looking at him probably 6 seconds, and then boom, boom, and then they start going off on him. And I'm like, they have sights on the dude. I mean, I guess it's like confirmed. Like
Sounds like
he's
shots rang out.
confirmed that he's not them,
Former
but
president
they should
grabbed
know all their
his ear.
positions. And it's
as he
weird
fell,
that
was immediately surrounded by
What do you mean
security
confirm that it's
behind
not
the
them?
podium.
that it's
And
not
as you
that
can see in
there's a
these
sniper.
images,
All
he
they
was
can see is
sure
there's just
to
another
rush
fucking
off
sniper,
the side.
right? They have sights on him. There's two dudes on the roof across the way, and they are looking at him. And then he starts shooting, and then they're like, boom, 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 boom.
Was it a
shit.
sniper?
Yeah.
I thought it was someone in the crowd. See, I haven't
No.
gotten all these updates.
Oh,
so I'm,
okay.
I'm learning this now.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So this guy was 300, 500 yards away.
Oh, geez.
He climbed up a building, and there was people that were not part at the rally. They didn't get tickets or whatever. They were the same amount of space away. And they were like, when he starts speaking, we're going to walk up to the fence to watch him. So they were going through this field, and this guy said, he was like, we saw him climbing up the wall. And we were like telling the Secret Service guys and the local police, like, hey, that guy's climbing up the fucking wall with a rifle. And the guys are like, he was like, they were acting dumb. Like, what? What are you talking about? And he goes, and then he gets on the roof, and he was like, yeah, we were telling, and I don't know if this guy's telling the truth, but he was like, I'm telling you, we saw him. And then he sets up, and they were like, this guy's on the roof. There's video of people saying, like, people yelling, he's on the roof. He's on the roof. And so then fucking he starts fucking shooting, and he's shooting. And there's kind of like people on stands,
right?
And he's shooting through them to get to Trump.
Oh,
and that's how
the
he hits
person
two
got hit.
people.
Yeah.
2 people got hit.
Oh, wow.
There might be 3.
It was 3. It was 2 critical and 1.
Right.
One died.
Yeah. So 3 people got fucking hit, and he's shooting through people. And then Trump turns out that last his mannerism saved his life.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way most political fucking people are speaking front and center. They're like talking to the crowd, and he's like does what the fuck he wants.
The instant I saw the video, I was like, oh, he got tagged in the ear, because you see him like, like.
And if it would have been the head, he would have just dropped.
Right. No, you would have completely dropped.
That's true.
But also, like, I don't know, man.
Get the video of the Secret Service shooting the guy. Secret Service shooting Trump.
Sniper.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Rich?
What do I think about it? I think somebody dropped the ball somewhere. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole realm that you want to go into about conspiracy theories.
I haven't even said nothing.
Well, no, that's where you're getting at.
Hold on. Go back. Because who was he identified? 20-year-old dude?
Yeah, he's a 20-year-old. He was from there. He was a registered Republican.
What?
Yeah.
I see. All right. I'm going to start this.
Okay. Yep. There it goes.
I'm gonna start
I didn't
this.
even do it,
Let's
Rich.
go.
I didn't even do it.
I'm going to start this. I had a feeling, because here's the thing, right? So many people who are registered Republicans vote for Trump because he's Trump, right? Because they know he has the backing to win and he's their party's candidate, but don't actually want him as the best candidate, right? I think there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, right? Like I was shocked when he got the first time around, with all the other options they had, and they're like, yep, Trump's going to be our presidential candidate. I was like, what is that? Wait a second, what?
Mm-hmm.
What? And so I think that's the other idea, right? Because so many people are so divided about Trump and Biden, which again, I can get into a whole thing about.
They're polarized.
The 2-party system sucks balls.
Right. Sure.
Sucks balls, right? And they've got us pushed so far in either direction that you got to make
these are our choices.
Well, and even if they weren't, like, just the ideals have been pushed so far to the ends that it's like, it fucking sucks to have to make that choice where it's like, oh yeah, I'd like women to have, access to health care. Also, I would like people to, us to not have a totally fucked up economic system. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's like,
yeah.
I mean, I want lesbian couples to be able to defend their weed crops with guns. Like, what's wrong with
and drive jeeps? But okay, so he's a registered Republican,
which means
does that mean it just because he's registered? Does that mean that he's a Republican?
No. So theoretically, which is my question, is I was like, there's really 4 different scenarios this could be, right?
Yeah.
As an analyst, 4 different scenarios. First is they wanted to get rid of Trump because they know if they get rid of Trump, whoever their next candidate is going to win. Whoever replaces him.
The
For
Republicans.
real. Any other Republican candidate against Joe Biden is going to win. Period.
Okay.
So same thing. I was like, so it's either that or 2, someone thought who's an idiot and doesn't understand how human beings work, who is a Democrat, was like, oh, if we kill him, then at least we don't have Trump as president again.
Anybody but Trump.
But anyone else who got in that space, right? That whole anybody but Trump thing.
Right.
I was like, that was option 2.
Okay.
Option 3 is he pissed someone off and they were just going after him about non-political reasons, right? Which, there's so many conspiracy theories about him and like pedophilia and everything else that I was like, that's an option 2, right? Because the big thing that's come out the last week has been all the charges with the Epstein stuff and like that lady who accused him. And I was like, that just happened this week. So it could be another one because we've seen that a dozen times before, right? Anything about pedophilia, that was like the whole Pizzagate thing. That was the whole like, so many people have been murdered or assassinated or whatever over that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, option 4 is always an option for me, which is someone did this for political reasons that's outside of the normal scope of things, right? So like WMDs that didn't exist, us getting into Vietnam around the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which we now know didn't even happen, and we went to a war over that. Like it's a common thing. Reason to start, because again, I say this constantly, the United States is not a democracy.
Yeah.
It's not even a representative. It's an oligarchy.
No, it's a meritocracy, of course.
It's an oligarchy, right? Like whoever has money affects 100%. The people who are the senators and the representatives and how they vote. You and I's opinion does not matter except for getting them in office. Once they're in office, everything they do is based on them getting donations and money to get us idiots to reelect them, right? So I'm like, if there's money in it, there's a reason we haven't been outside of a war for more than a handful of years since the 1950s. Like for real, because there's lots and lots of money in it. It goes back to that same thing. I used to say, man, I'll vote for anybody who went to a state college. Like that's who I'm going to vote for. If you didn't go to like an Ivy League school, because then you got to know some normal dudes.
True.
But now I'm like, because even them, like super rich people are like, hey, I'm super rich. I know what I'm doing. I'm super smart. You should do this thing. And it's like,
yeah. That's true, because they've never been rich. So they're like, ooh.
And they're not going to be. I mean, that's the human being thinking behind voting rich and powerful people into office, is somehow it's going to make my life better because they're rich. And it's the opposite. Like we found that out when they gave like all the bailout money to the banks. They're like, oh no, we're going to get like, no, they lay off tens of thousands of people and give themselves $1 million bonuses that,
Which do you think is most likely?
I don't know.
Also,
and again, I don't know.
The kid also donated to
$15.
Yeah, to a blue party, to the blue party. So wouldn't you put that in there too? Like, I mean,
I did wanted to leave that out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was trying to a narrative.
And I mean, he may be an ABT. He might be an anybody but Trumper, and that's the whole thing, which is why you would donate to a blue party.
They said he was a nice kid who never spoke badly about anybody.
I mean,
and a loner.
They say that about everybody.
So could he have been programmed?
Like a sleeper agent?
Yeah.
That kid does not look like a sleeper agent.
No. He looks like somebody who would be influenced.
Yes, he does.
Right? And fuck, man. Like his dad bought that gun for him 6 weeks before.
What was it? Did they say what kind of gun?
AR. Pretty sure.
That's a long shot with an AR. No
Yeah.
wonder you missed.
Then it wasn't an AR.
No, I think
Find out what type of gun.
No, I mean, it can be. I'm just saying.
Then maybe that's why you missed.
300
But that's-
yards with an AR
that's-
is not a.
They said
fun
that that's
or
the
easy shot.
range that military that in the army that you have to. That's the minimum range that you have to shoot a human being from. 300 to 500 yards.
So, Rich, what's your take on all of this?
I think it was somebody who either like Everett said, like anybody but
400
Trump.
feet. That's 100 yards. That's
that's a football
130
field.
yards. Yeah,
Did I lie?
that's not that far. Yeah, 300 yards is
Oh, I said yards.
very long.
Oh, I meant
Oh, but
feet.
it was
My
an
bad.
AR, semi-automatic AR.
but
style
400
rifle.
feet's not.
I'm glad I'm not
Yeah.
a journalist. It was feet, not yards. I didn't mean yards.
It's like that's a football field and
My
then
bad.
an extra end zone to the 20-yard line.
I didn't mean yards, but that makes it even
Your
worse,
false
right?
narratives, Bean.
But that makes it even worse, right?
Are you a sleeper agent, Bean?
But that makes it even
Fake news
worse,
from
right?
Bean.
Because how could there be a building that close that's not fucking covered?
Well, let's look at the facts. How many times has a president tried to be assassinated in the past 40 years?
In the past
Twice.
one other time. Oh, 2 other times.
No, twice now.
Twice?
It's Ford and
Reagan and
right?
Ford?
Reagan.
I know Reagan.
But Reagan was 81.
Uh-huh.
And when was Ford?
Oh no, Ford was before that.
That's 40 years, dog. 81. We're
Yeah,
in
I know, that's-
2024.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
43 years.
When was Ford?
Ford was in the 70s.
Before that.
Yeah.
That's 50 years, dog.
Mhm.
Yeah. He said in
60.
the past 40 years is one.
Isn't it 60?
One other time.
Right.
So you got to think 40 years of like Secret Service doing their job pretty damn good because there's been other people who've been cray and had opportunities and whatever. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So how
you just
could
look
they
at
have-
the number of people who were like with Obama that were like, we should take him out. I'm like, they had to have some good catches, but they're not going to tell anybody about it.
Dude,
Like, that's
what
the thing.
if
true.
if Trump's fucking what is it called? Secret Service?
Uh-huh.
What if they were just the Uvalde cops?
Sorry, I did not mean to pop the mic. I'm sorry, dude. I couldn't stop. My bad.
No?
But they're just like, we'll wait till he's done shooting before we go in. God, dude, that video, the video of them like just sitting chicken shit in the corner, like,
Yeah.
no, don't get me started on that one.
Oh man.
Oh, Josh was getting ready to suck a dick.
And they were everybody in the crowd just standing there.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause
if
everybody
all
in
the
the
Secret
crowd-
Service was for you.
Wasn't that crazy too though? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
You would
it
think
happened.
that-
Have you ever been in a crowd where there's a shooting?
No.
Okay. That's like the normal human experience is people are automatically like, everybody automatically is like, oh, someone set off firecrackers or something. It's never like, it's back to that thing of like, if you hear hooves, you always think horses, not zebras, right? Because it's such a rare occasion.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. If you've ever been in a group where shooting happens, which unfortunately I have a couple of times, like
Damn.
people don't run at first. It's not until somebody like
Runs.
gets hit or somebody screams, it's like, oh my God, they're shooting. Then everybody runs. Because everybody just assumes the same crap. It's always like firecrackers or whatever the hell else, right?
Definitely a shooting every time I hear it.
No. I see anyone drive by at a slow to medium pace with nothing but their like side lights on. I'm like, nah. I'm like, we getting behind this building right now, dog. I don't care where we are.
Huh.
I could be.
I never think about that. Interesting.
I could be sitting
'cause
outside the police station. Somebody drive by with like nothing but their little guide lights on. I'm like, nope.
Are y'all gonna vote for Trump though?
Because of that or period?
Yes.
Dude, what was it? The Washington Post, I think. I'm probably wrong again, but they posted this morning, will Trump win the black vote because he survived a gunshot?
That's crazy.
Well, that's racist.
Check it out.
Oh, and he's a felon.
And he's a felon. But that was Cam's joke
Was it?
that he posted this morning
Oh, yeah.
from last night. He was like, this motherfucker got a felony. He survived gunshots. He's like, is that my uncle? He's like, I'm voting for this motherfucker now. He goes, I wasn't voting, but now I am.
It just upsets me that there's 300 million people in this
black
country,
vote.
and these are like the best people we can get.
Black vote.
That's what bothers me, right?
Yeah. And this bothers everybody, but what the fuck can we do about it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point if we just got to wait for all this shit to destroy itself and become like a Mad
Take
Max
Washington
world
Post.
where I'm going to do good. I'm gonna have Bean's skinny ass strapped to the front of my truck with an electric guitar that shoots fire.
Interesting. That would be fun. I'd be down. I've always wanted to kill people. No, I'm kidding.
No, you just play guitar and chains on the front of my
there.
truck in the Mad Max world.
I don't even know how to play guitar.
You don't have to. Have you seen a Mad Max movie? They don't know how to play it either.
Oh, interesting.
Just walk away.
It's more about the aesthetic, dog. It's about the aesthetic.
We don't have to see
Scroll
the
up
actual
to the top.
article. No, but if
It
you
was
go-
Forbes?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Forbes. If you go back,
But hold on
right
one
there,
second.
will surviving gunfire be Donald Trump's next appeal to black voters?
Oh my God.
That's
One
crazy.
of you now have been shot at.
Hell yeah, because Many Men is the fucking jam right
Dude,
now.
if he
It
comes
is.
out-
50 Cent did a show last night
I know it.
with his fucking picture in the background.
This morning I opened up TikTok and like I swear like the first 5 videos was Trump getting shot and Many Men being the fucking background music shit.
It's amazing.
Dude, if he comes out to Many Men like during a debate, I swear to God, I'm voting for him twice. I'll show you rigged election, motherfucker.
Oh my Lord.
What if they said it's illegal not to vote, right? You have to vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the two guys. You
have to
can't
vote.
write anybody in. You got to vote for one of the two.
No, you
can write
got
people in.
other mid options.
I know, but I'm
that
saying
aren't going to win. That's the problem, right? Because
Right.
nobody has the financial backing that the two parties have. We've
But-
had some good candidates over the years, man.
Yeah.
There's been some good like libertarian, middle of the road, independent candidates. I mean, going back to like Ross Perot, who was like, let me show you like literally charts, and I've got my like. Here's where you can look up that this is a fact. Here's where you can look up that this is real. Like
Yeah.
we've had a lot of those opportunities, but it's the financial backing. Like none of the big corporations, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you've got these billionaires that are either on the blue side or the red side. You got nobody like on the purple side going like, yeah, man, how about a little bit of both? How about a little bit of both? And that's the issue. Because in order to separate themselves even more, they start doing crazier and crazier things to say like, this is horrible. Like no one should own a gun. I'm like, no, how about we just like have background checks and like mental health checks? Like, you know, hey, are you a crazy person? Are you on a bunch of medication? Then you know what? Yeah, you got to wait a little while, or we need to know from your doctor saying that you're safe to buy this gun or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But
I agree with
people
that.
that are against that would say that it's subjective, right? To the doctor that you choose.
I mean, it is, but it's also subjective if you go on disability to the doctor that you choose.
That too. I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true too.
But that's
right.
why, that's
But
why we're trained
if
to like
it's
see and know this stuff, right?
But as everybody, because like no industry is perfect, right? So you're gonna have. That's the big thing about therapy. I think for me is like. It's a trial and error thing, right? Like to get a good one, you're not
and part
always
of
going
it's
to find
vibe.
a good therapist.
Part of it's a vibe. Part
That
of it's
too.
part of it's their clinical style of like what they do, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of pushback my generation getting out of old psychoanalytic theory crap, which is like sit on the couch and talk for 10 years about every piece of everything you've ever done in your whole life, because that's what it had been forever, right?
Okay. And
So to
getting
go
out those
from-
things that were suppressed.
Yeah, for decades. Like you need to be in therapy for 10 years to even scratch the surface. And that's not the reality. Like therapy is meant to get people to where these things are no longer affecting their lives.
Right.
My goal for my patients is for them to not need me anymore. To see me until they've gotten the tools and the things that they need to no longer have to come see me, and their life's good using the tools that I've taught, right?
Yeah. What's the percentage of therapists that have that same goal? That
I mean,
you, in your opinion?
Anyone under like 40 for the most part, it's how most of us believe. I mean, there's still some out there who like, but the reason it isn't popular is because the belief is you're not going to make as much money doing that because you don't have the same client coming in for 10 years, seeing you
right.
every week for 10 years.
Exactly. And that's the big thing.
My deal is I'm like, no, there's always more people that need help. Always.
Exactly. Everybody
always.
Everybody needs help, but I don't think that there's the confidence in the system.
It's gotten a lot better, man. Like I've seen
That's
so
what people
many
need to
people
hear.
who never would have considered going to therapy even like 2 or 3 years ago that now are like, yeah, man, no, I realize like me trying to fix my broken brain with my broken brain isn't working. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, it doesn't.
It's true.
You
Don't listen to him, Bean. We're gonna break you. We're gonna break your brain with this eating food.
The thing is, like, you can't see the spinach in your own teeth, right? And
I
having
don't want spinach in my own teeth.
I know you don't.
He wouldn't even be eating spinach to get him in his teeth, anyways.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see like the stuff. Like, someone has to say.
You can't see the lipstick on your own teeth, right?
There you go.
That's
right.
a better.
For you, perfect.
Yeah, on a Saturday night.
So the best part of that is you also need someone who doesn't have a dog in the fight. Like, they don't have any outside opinion on it, which is the problem. People are like, oh, I don't need therapy. I just have friends. And I'm like, yeah, but they have like
motives, opinions.
They've got like a different motive, opinion, everything else, as opposed to going to somebody who's like, dude, my only goal is to help you feel better. What's up?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, this is our goal, is to help
And
you
most of your friends
get
like,
where you want
I
to
know
be.
you, so I know what you would want. I know what would be best for you. It's like,
Or, you know, like most of us, you go to like your one friend.
He's
like,
right.
You're like, I really want to do this thing and I don't want people to tell me no. So you go to like your one friend who gives the worst advice. Like, no, bro, go for it.
Yeah.
I know she's married, but it'll be a
Stop coming to me, Rox, and asking me, hey, should I just empty out my Shein cart? Because I'm going to say, buy it all, bitch.
No, but when
Treat
I go
yourself.
to you for actual advice, you're very like truthful.
Logical. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool.
What do you think happened with the Trump assassination?
Yeah. What do you
attempt?
think what is your theory?
Me, my theory?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't-
not being funny.
I don't
what's your
have a
actual
theory yet.
Okay.
At first, my first assumption was this is staged.
Right.
Like this isn't fucking real.
Yeah.
Like that. Like it was just too.
If he hadn't gotten a hit, I would have said that.
Exactly.
If he
And
had not gotten hit at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't know
I
he
would've
got
said
hit.
that.
If other people didn't die, for me, if other people didn't die,
I'd still think other people
like-
die. I still think they do that.
and him getting hit is big, but that could have been fate too.
Man, you know how hard it is you would have to be an insane shot to just barely graze somebody's ear.
Check it out. How could we 1000% say that that's a shot to his ear?
Because there's a picture with a bullet flying by him. Didn't you see the picture?
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Come on, it's picture.
I saw the picture.
Yeah,
but
that's how we know, dude.
No, or maybe when he reached up to his ear, he bladed it, and that makes people think he got shot.
Exactly.
But if you see the picture again, right after he takes his hand away, he has blood, and there's
The reason I think it's real was his reaction afterwards when they pick him up and he's just yelling "fucker" and like pointing at the ground. He's like "fucker, fuck." I think that's what he's saying.
He's saying fight.
Is he saying fight?
Yes, he's
no,
saying
he's not
fight.
saying fight.
Yeah, I thought it was saying fight.
He's saying fight. Yeah.
I think he's saying "fucker."
No.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, you could hear him because
You can hear him say
wait,
fight.
Wait.
Yeah. No, he's mouthing it.
I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Bang.
Oh, there's it.
Yep. So I didn't know he got shot in the ear. I thought like he got the blood because when they grabbed him.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, this is fucking staged, dude. But after I saw he got shot, I mean, until this point, we still don't know that he
But
got
look,
shot.
none of those people are running. That's what I'm telling you guys.
Exactly.
This is human reaction. They're like, what happened? What's going on? Like, no one's hitting the ground.
Fuck, man.
I feel like
That's
it's
weird.
That's also
Because right
fucking
here,
weird.
thinking, if I'm there with my family, I'm like, let's get the fuck out of it. Or let's
Look,
get
none of
down.
those people. None of these people have hit the
His
ground.
ear.
You want to talk about white privilege?
as he
That's what that
fell,
shit
was
is right there.
immediately
That's
surrounded
white
by
privilege in
security.
These
action.
motherfuckers are filming the sniper.
And as you can see in these images, he was surely rushed off the stage. This
Dude,
is
that's
an emerging
fucking
situation.
No
And
one
NBC's
goes
Dasha
down.
Burns
Not a
is
single
at
person
that
besides
Trump rally
them.
north
All
of
these people are
Pittsburgh
just
and
sitting there
joins
in their
us now.
seats like, I
Dasha,
don't know.
what do we know?
Watch this. Watch.
Jose, we're still waiting to confirm a lot of the details here. A lot of question marks still up in the air. Here's
So
what I
they're
can tell you
secondary
from my
wound
vantage
checking
point,
him right
because I
there.
was standing right here as Trump first came onto the stage. He
Like,
was just
check
a
his
few
body,
minutes
anything else
into
going?
his speech at this
Fight.
rally. I was in front of a camera,
Oh,
and
he
I
does
was
say-
walking
I thought he was
off
like,
of the
"Fucker."
press risers
Fucker.
here.
I was like, that would've been
down
my-
below
my
the
exact
ground
reaction,
level where
too.
all
And
of
then
the
when they put him in
general
the
attendants
motorcade,
are, as we
the
heard
CNN
what
cameras,
sounded like gunshots
everybody starts
ring
turning
out.
towards the
My
CNN
producer
cameras
and
like,
I,
"Fuck
ran
you!
to take cover
Fuck you!"
Like it's CNN's fault.
It partly could be, right? Because
Okay, everybody with their fucking phones out, dude. Like somebody was, it was just a shooting, you fucking idiots.
But just the same way
Hit
that
the
there's
damn ground.
just the same way that there's rhetoric, the same type of rhetoric on like Fox News and shit like that. There's the same type of shit on CNN
And
right?
MSNBC
and Right. So it could be their fault because they're pushing those messages.
That's the difference in our news, right? Is first of all, they're not even news. They're entertainment because they're trying to sell commercials.
Yeah.
Right. That's a big piece of it, which is why like PBS and those things people consider more reliable because it's like, we're just telling you facts. The other piece of it is every time something happens, you got to have 10 people on there to tell you what that means.
Yeah.
Air quotes, right?
But they're doing it from their side.
Here's what happened. And I'm like, right. There's an old meme about Obama where it's like Obama drinking a Coca-Cola and it's like MSNBC. Obama says Coca-Cola is the greatest soda in the world. And then it's like Fox News, like Obama declares war on Pepsi and Pepsi drinkers. And then like, it's like BBC and it's like 14 people died in shooting in Fallujah today. Blah, blah, blah. Like doesn't have anything going on with any of those. But no, I mean, you got to remember, guys, like for real, like we talk about this and it's not a conspiracy theory. Like media is a tool to get out to the general population what they want us to believe, not the reality of anything.
And Rich eats it up every motherfucking time.
Can we look at the comparison?
Both sides. That's why I'm like, anytime new stuff happens, I'm like, nah. Like I'll go to like BBC America and read because there's no pundits. There's nobody else like telling you like, hey, here's what it is. It's like the old days when like I remember watching like the nightly news, right? And it was like, here's the nightly news. Here's what happened. And then this thing happened. And then this thing happened. And there was no like 4 or 5 other people coming on like, well, you know what this means for blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, it don't even mean that.
Dude, it was so much easier to brainwash people like 20, 30 years ago.
No, it's easier now.
You think it's easier now?
100%.
100%.
You can't fact check shit back then.
It doesn't matter.
You still can't fact check shit.
Facts. Yeah.
On
do me a favor.
BBC, Big Black Cocks.
No,
do me a favor.
BBC couldn't tell.
Pull up on the computer.
Yes.
Boobs?
Some titties.
Sorry, page 355.
We need to all feel happy for a minute. No, do not Google boobs.
Damn it. You can Google boobs if you want.
Girls kissing with their boobs out. No, it's like stuff that I Googled in middle school.
Yeah, guys, good job. Good
First
job.
internet. I'm like, ooh.
Don't stop her. Go ahead.
No, but for real, Google, let's look at something we know, right? 100% no.
9/11.
9/11 is not 100%.
Google, yeah, no.
Hold on.
Right. But I'm like, something that we like are pretty much all agree on, right?
Green is green.
Green isn't green.
Green is a color.
Green. No, that's not true.
Did you get that from that book?
I saw a video the other day.
Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. Google green is a color.
Yeah. No, Google green isn't a color.
Or green. Yeah. Green isn't a color.
Go scroll down. Oh, hold on. Green isn't what? Scroll down.
Does the color green exist? Hit that
Yeah.
one. Watch.
Oh, come on.
That's Wikipedia. But keep going down. Why green is not a color?
Yeah, that one. That's
Why green isn't?
Click on it.
It says creative color.
There's a video. Come on. Somewhere.
The 3 primary colors. These colors cannot be made with.
TikTok or some shit. I don't know. No.
What were you watching that?
I know My Little Pony. Why is there a My Little Pony episode, my dude?
It was either Instagram or TikTok.
Was it My Little Pony?
No, it was a speech. It was like
it about
dude
Rarity
doing
and
it was
Fluttershy?
some guy doing a TED talk.
It's because only one of them is an alicorn and the other one's a unicorn.
Oh, purple isn't a color. It's purple isn't a color.
Purple isn't a color. Indigo.
Go down.
Oh, up top. I already said it.
Static wavelength of light.
Yeah. So purple isn't a color. Do we all agree on that now?
No.
No.
Okay.
So first of all, like anytime this stuff pulls up, like you got to go to the source. So like anyone can change Wikipedia. They just keep going down. But watch, like the first.
Do we all agree that Pornhub should unban itself?
Purple does not exist. Blah, blah, blah. Like keep going down. Like before you get to someone saying like, hey, but we can all see purple. Like, there we go. There's one. Finally, science after like 9 other things. The color purple's unlike other colors. We finally get to something that's science-based after every other opinion thing, right?
Yeah.
So the first 10 things that you're going to look at, if you Google that, and most of us click on like the first 2 or 3 links, is just people's opinions. It's not even related
Shut
to other
up.
shit.
You don't click on shit.
But
Because I'm scrolling through to find the real shit.
Oh my God. Did you just validate his not clicking on fucking links?
Thank you.
And because it's Roxy's job right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
If it was me, I'd be like, down here and look, it's here. And they'll be like, no, scroll the fuck up.
Page 6.
But also,
my opinion.
like
Yeah.
Google the presidential election. Just the 2 words.
Oh my God.
And then let's see how long it takes to get to Fox News.
I'm going to the bathroom for a second.
Okay.
We're on hour.
2.5.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, 240.
I know, we're killing.
Damn.
We're killing.
Longest episode ever.
Oh my God.
USA.gov.
Now, scroll down until you get to Fox News. Go ahead. Go to the second page.
Wait, why?
Cause like Fox News is a major fucking website, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a major fucking media source, right?
Yeah.
All right. How long till we get there?
We should try a different search engine after this.
Like Bing.
No, DuckDuckGo, Bing, yeah. So,
What was that other one? Yahoo.
how crazy is that?
Well, I mean, we've also already passed up ABC, NBC, CNN, MSNBC.
A few times.
Yeah,
So we should have already passed Fox
Right.
News.
possibly.
What do you mean? But okay, so then now put presidential election.
Fox News.
Fox.
there it is.
There we are. What
What
page are
page?
we on?
4.
Page 5.
Sorry, I don't do the Fox News for my news anyways.
Of course
That's not
you
the
don't.
fucking point.
The point is
No.
that it has to be suppressed.
No, I don't go to Fox News because they're extremely biased. That's also the same reason I don't go to MSNBC.
Or CNN?
No, I don't. None of those 3.
Yeah.
Where do you go and get your news from?
Usually the Associated Press or BBC America.
But do you
Or
think
Reuters.
that the regular American, not regular American, but majority of Americans are thinking that way?
What way?
Or are
No,
they
they
going
don't.
to,
No,
to
they just-
search
they
Google
search
and they're going to
figure-
pull up what comes
That's
up?
what I was
first
trying to prove.
two.
Like,
Yeah.
you search Google, you're
That's
gonna come up with what's
crazy.
first, and it's SEO stuff, right? So, and it's like
is
based
it
on
SEO stuff
Oh
though?
yeah.
Okay, so Fox is not doing very good at their
search.
SEO.
Search presidential election.
But you're saying that Fox is not doing great at their search engine optimization?
100%.
I think it's you don't think it's suppression? Let's see. Well, maybe they're suppressed across the board. Because this just doesn't track.
What doesn't?
DuckDuckGo. Or that's what they say.
Well, it uses a different algorithm.
And the pages. This is just more.
Well, the other one, it took 5 pages. Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to. I think that is weird though.
Right?
So I missed a piece.
That like we had to get to page 5 before we just searched the words presidential election, right? And like Fox News obviously is fucking probably running shit around the clock on the presidential election. But we had to get to page 5 before we got to their.
Because they're not using those words.
Okay, so then put in the word Fox News.
No, you put in Trump election and the top 5.
Okay,
will
then
be
put in
Fox
Trump
News.
election. All right, let's go to
Because
Google
that's
and
what
check
they're
it.
talking about. They're not talking about election.
All right, let's see.
Watch. Oh, Al Jazeera's number 1?
Yeah, Al Jazeera is ahead of Fox News. Yeah, I just go ahead. Let's check page 5. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's go until we find them.
How is things like unknown websites numbered like 20 on here? That's what I'm saying. People are paying money. All right. No, I mean,
Now put in the word Fox News.
it's fishy. There's Barron's.
Oh,
There
where
you
are
go. There you go. Go up. There's Barron's.
But it's not Fox News.
But same.
Sure. But like they're not as big as Fox News.
That is strange.
It is strange. I will give you this.
Put in Fox News in the Google search.
Hold on, let's get to them first. Because that's still like that's even worse because the word Trump is in there.
Uh-huh.
Rich, what is your take on this? Why do you think that happened? Because he's the one that doesn't think like the rest of us. So I want to know his fucking thought.
You're not badgering him. There you go. Page 7.
Page 7.
Yeah.
8. Page 8.
Page 8.
And it's not even about Trump.
Yeah,
it
it's
says
not even.
Biden. Doesn't even say Trump. It says Biden.
That's amazing.
What do you think? What's your take?
Fox is a bunch of idiots to begin with.
It does. Okay. That's your opinion, right? Like, but that's not the majority of,
See.
that's not even,
My opinion is they're all idiots.
Yeah,
I'm an
100%.
idiot. I'm like, both sides have
100%.
their own BS.
I agree.
They're
But I don't think that anyone should be suppressed.
one's wearing a gorilla suit, the other one's wearing an orangutan suit. Like, it doesn't matter. It's the same.
But I still don't think the one of them should be suppressed. Because then you're advantaging, right? Because obviously the majority of people are looking at their first few fucking results.
Add Fox News to the Google search.
Also, Fox's biggest base is an older generation, which may not be using Google, which could affect the algorithm.
I mean, he's not wrong there because most of them just watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Or have the direct app on their phone.
We're in 2024.
I mean, hold on. Do you have the CNN app on your phone?
Hell no.
Do you have the Fox News app on your phone?
Fuck no.
Okay.
But I don't like the news.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm woke. What came up? All right, Fox News is on the front page. You got to specifically ask for Fox. Look, and we're it's like an angry girlfriend. Look, oh, you want Fox News? Here's all the fucking Fox News you can get. Like, scroll down.
You typed in Fox News, bro. What do you expect is going to happen?
Maybe an article that somebody else is talking about Fox News on. That's amazing.
Like also too, like if I want to hear news, I'm going to Google.
Do me a favor. On the top, go to Google. Type it in up here. Not good Google. Google.analytics.com.
Anal.
Or analytics.google.com.
Page 355.
Analytics.google.com. Now.
Sorry.
Hold on. Now start measuring. Oh, no. We don't want to do that. Where's what is it? Data.google.com. There's a way to see like exactly how much people search for specific things.
Just Google it.
No, type in Google top searches. Google Trends. That's what it is. Trends. So go to
Shannon Doherty.
Number 1.
R.I.P.
Did she died?
Yeah.
She had cancer.
I knew that.
She wasn't so charmed after all.
Yo. Copa America
But
final?
I mean, no.
Who won?
Hold on. Go back up. Because I want to show you. Here's the top. We just had a presidential candidate shot yesterday. Right?
That's nuts.
Shannon Doherty, Jacoby Jones, Copa America, Carlos Alcatraz. Keep going down. Shannon Doherty again. Joe Biden, Thunderstorm, Middleton, Civil War, Bastille Day, Fever versus Lynx, Great Lakes, Benny Thompson.
Can you do the same for other search
It
engines?
was yesterday. Yesterday it was number 1 with 10 million, which has way more.
We're over him today.
But today, it's not even on there.
But what is Shannon Doherty today? 20 million? Or 2 million? Okay.
2 million and 20 million search.
She picked a bad day today. She picked a Sunday. Everybody's at church.
True.
And Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons. All right.
R.I.P. dog.
Fox News. 5.
That's weird because it didn't come up till page 6.
Because people had to search their name.
Because you had to search. That's
Fox
the exact
News.
words that they searched. Fox News. Number 4 was CNN.
Yeah, because people
But
wanted to see
look at the numbers. 1 million searches for CNN, 500,000 for Fox News. That's what I'm
because
saying.
most of the people that watch Fox News are smart enough to go directly to the website.
Okay.
Just kidding.
No, but I'm like, NBC, CBS, way the hell down there.
JFK.
Assassinations.
Yo.
Dr. Ruth died.
Dr. Ruth died?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was still alive.
Yeah, now I have to read this book on sexual
Nikki Haley's
deviance.
weird ass.
Ugh.
They're all weird, dude.
Yeah, we're in a weird fucking place.
Nah, man. Every time I think about it, I think about like the way like the Northern European countries like Denmark and Norway do it, where it's like, in order to be a representative, it's basically like jury duty. Like you get a letter in the mail and you're like, you're the senator for the next 4 years. You're like, damn it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they do the IDs the same way we do with the digital stuff. And you can go to basically any ATM to log your vote. You have a PIN number.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to any ATM to log your vote. And then your person, all they do is go in and vote exactly how the majority of people in their area voted. And that's your whole job. You take out like special interests altogether.
And those are some of the happiest nations.
They randomly nominate people?
Go to real time.
You know, they like literally
Real-time
like it's just like jury duty where it's like, oh, your number's up, man. Guess what? You get to come be a senator for
There's
the
a
next
lot of
4
white
years.
people there, right?
That's basically all there are.
Yeah.
Seems like a white people thing to do.
Yeah. Very trustful.
That's crazy.
TV will turn off automatically. We've been here so long. Cheryl Reeve.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I
Have
know-
you ever almost died?
He got shot at. He already said that.
Why do you always dismiss that question when I ask people?
I never asked that question.
About her.
Because they already fucking said
How
it.
about you shut up?
I wouldn't say
Maybe
I've
you should
almost
do your
died.
job. Shut up.
I've had a lot of injuries, but I haven't almost died. Did you do it? You just close your eye.
We ate food out of each other's mouths, bro.
We have twice.
No.
Naked.
So when people yell, that's like my favorite. They're like, I'm gonna fucking kick him. Like,
Have you ever almost died?
dude, I totally misread this situation. I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna make out.
Never happened.
People
Hate
yell.
sex is my fetish.
I still want to know Rich's take on Trump.
That's one of my
Yeah, you
Spotify
keep-
playlists.
Rich's
That's my
take
other
is-
hobby.
There's not enough information. I mean,
God.
There never will be.
Or the take on Fox News being suppressed.
Bro,
Fox
let's
News
go
isn't
back. Let's go
suppressed.
back for a second. But for real, the Vegas shooting, we still do not know nothing about that dude that did that shooting in Vegas. Why he did it, what was going on. Like, nothing. Know nothing. And that was years ago.
That's true.
And still know nothing about
There was
the
a
Vegas
girl
shooter.
found dead right there, and I don't still know nothing about that.
I'm pretty sure you know a lot about
I'm
that.
sure you know a lot.
She's in your fucking attic.
I
dude.
know nothing at all about it.
I know Eminem made a song about it, so that was pretty cool.
That's true.
About the girl getting shot back
No,
there.
the Vegas
I'm
shooting.
cleaning out my attic. Oh, my bad.
Closet.
What song?
There's a Vegas shooting.
Really?
Yeah, he has a song about it.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, no, I mean, it was like a
maybe
country
he
western
just-
concert.
Did he have a
somebody
beef
shoots it
with
up.
Jason Aldean?
I mean, who knows? I mean,
Could've
he
been.
shot way more than.
Did his ear get nicked? No?
It's like, I hate New Country. I only listen to Willie and Waylon.
Did he have several guns set up?
No, I
Shooting in
think
this
it was
hotel room?
one.
Just one?
But he had a lot of guns in the room.
In the room.
Maybe, yeah. But
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
they were
that
like,
was
how did you
years
get that
ago,
many
and we
guns?
still don't know. Like, normally we find out all sorts of stuff, and like, oh, is this guy and this what happened and this is the thing and that.
Do we know?
That's one that bothers me. Anytime there's stuff like that, I'm like,
Are you talking about the Tupac shooting? That's
Just
the
like-
one, right?
not Tupac.
No, the
Oh.
one that was in the
I mean, no,
fucking
but-
hotel and right.
Yeah.
He was in the
Tupac.
hotel.
MGM.
No.
No.
They fought in the MGM and then drove off.
Yeah. And Keefe D did it.
Which is also my
Yep.
go-to place that I stay when I go to Vegas.
MGM?
I
You're
go to
making the wrong
MGM.
choice.
Aria, bro.
Grand. I always use promo
Aria
code
smells
BFR.
so nice, but
It
it's
just
expensive.
smells the best, bro.
It smells like clean stripper. It's like vanilla
Yes.
lavender. The whole
Oh,
place.
dude, you nailed it. That's exactly what it
stripper.
smells like.
Vanilla
It's
lavender.
Why don't
amazing.
y'all like MGM? What's wrong with it?
It's just hood.
Old and danky. Just
I mean,
like
they redid.
Yeah.
So they redid TI Treasure Island. They redid the whole thing. They don't have the pirate stuff anymore, but it's dirt cheap and super nice. And you can see
that's where you're going?
that's where I like to stay.
Interesting.
Dude,
Because
I like,
it's in the middle of everything. That's why. Because I don't have to especially it's always hot as hell there. So I ain't got to
True.
I mean, I like staying at the Rio too, just because I like the food and
Is that the
the
new one?
shows.
The newest
No,
one?
Rio's
No.
Rio's
Oh.
behind
What's the
Caesar's
newest
Palace.
one? Aria. Aria's.
No, Aria's
No.
not the newest one.
What's
I
the
stayed there. I
newest?
stayed. The Cromwell is really nice, but it's not close to anything else. And the only restaurant they got is that.
Well, I like MGM because it's got a big ass casino. Like the
Yeah.
casino there is fucking huge.
I know.
And then the pool was fun. We started a chant there. We got
MGK.
yeah, we got everybody to boo the lifeguard. I'm a fucking good time,
Mitch Buchanan
dude.
would have had none of that.
Wow.
I mean, that's my thing with like most of them is I'm like, I'm trying to find, dude, I spend so little time in the room. Like I want a really nice room that I don't pay a gazillion dollars for.
Oh, that's true too, though. Good rooms are hard to come by. The one I stayed at, and where did I go? Galveston. I stayed in the Hilton. Man, that was
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking nice there, dude.
So what more information do you need to come to a conclusion on Trump?
Yes,
All right.
nicer than
Well, like,
nicer.
See if they have any information on the shooter, which more's coming out because I didn't know he was registered Republican. I haven't been following everything. But I mean, honestly, I think it was somebody who either, like Everett said, either didn't want Trump or maybe Trump hired somebody to shoot him.
Oh, Rich. Are you on the conspiracy theory line now?
Is it a conspiracy
Dude,
theory?
and here's
Well,
the
no,
thing,
'cause I was-
right? People always say that, like, you're into the conspiracy theory. I was like, no, dude, I'm into common sense of like what businesses do and what makes money and what Disney Frozen, my favorite one. Every other Disney movie that's been made about Brothers Grimm fairy tales is named what the Brothers Grimm fairy tale is named, right? Cinderella, Snow White, Princess and the Frog. Like you go back to any of these like stories, right? It's the name. What did they name the one Grimm's fairy tale? Frozen. It's the Ice Queen. That's what it's called. The Ice Queen. They named it Frozen. You know what happens automatically? Now if you Disney Frozen head, it brings up Disney's Frozen movie and not the conspiracy theory about Disney having his head frozen, which he did.
Interesting.
Oh, that's smart.
And Fox News will be like page 20 on that article. But
I doubt it's on there at all. But I'm like, it makes business sense, right? And that's always what I go back to is I'm like, what makes the most
financial sense?
Money, business, whatever sense.
So nobody has mentioned the Democratic National Convention or Democratic Party as being possible reasons.
I did.
Why?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
He did.
No.
Yes, I did.
What'd you say?
Play it back.
Yeah, let's play back.
Can
you put it back? I'm kidding.
I did. I said that was one of the. I said it was a Democrat who did not want Trump in.
number two.
But that's the
But I said
that's
an
a
idiot.
Democrat, not the
Democratic Party.
Right.
No,
The same people that fucking got Bernie Sanders out. Right. And by the way, let's look at Bernie Sanders' Instagram and the comments in that motherfucker because it is rowdy. It's rowdy.
I'm sure.
It's amazing. But the same people that got him out,
kicked out
to get what's his name? Joe Biden in? Like to solidify Joe Biden as the fucking candidate?
Well, first they did it for Hillary first.
Oh, it was Hillary. Yeah.
First.
Right.
Click on that first one. That's
his Twitter. Thoughts and prayers for the bullet. That's messed up, dog.
Yeah. And then the first one. Can we have political violence just this once as a treat, please?
Oh my gosh.
Donald Trump is political violence. What if, here's my new theory I just came up with. What if he knows somebody from January 6th, right? And now they're in prison. And it's because Trump had made that person go and do the January 6th stuff. So now he has some kind of hate towards fucking Donald Trump for getting his.
That goes with Everett's personal beef theory.
So
well, now I put
was this guy's dad part of January 6th?
Oh,
because his dad bought him the gun 6 weeks ago.
Oh no, because
I don't think he would have been allowed to buy. Well, who knows? I don't know. State laws are different, dude.
That is true.
Because it'd be a felony.
But watch, that shit might come out. Watch.
It's not gonna. Nothing's gonna come out. I think
you don't know, Beans. Things are gonna come out.
Bombshell. Nothing that's a bombshell. Like, oh, we uncovered this whole fucking. Like,
there's gonna be a narrative spun on it, though.
Regardless, of course. Like, how did it work? Right? Did they pay him? Did they pay him? Like, here's this money. Go and do this. Did they fucking train him?
Here's this money. When you get to heaven, pal, you're gonna get to spend it on whatever you want.
Like, did they train him for it? Did he think he was gonna get out? Were they like, hey, dude, you're just do the shot and you're going to get out. Like, you're in the field, nobody's going to get you.
Or maybe they hired an attractive woman and say, hey, if you shoot and kill Trump, I'll have sex with you. And looking at that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what his escape plan was, though, right?
Who's hot and ultra?
Stormy Daniels.
And an ultra Democrat. First of all, Stormy Daniels is not hot.
I'm just kidding.
Not go.
Hot, ultra Democrat.
It was probably AOC.
Ooh,
AOC.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on, she's not hot.
What?
Man, what?
AOC's not hot.
What?
You're fucking.
It's because you like white chicks.
I don't like white chicks.
I was just making a theory.
Thank you. You just wanted to see my reaction, huh? Look at that.
Don't let her show her teeth.
Yeah,
Please don't.
Look.
She got like a.
You would smash AOC.
Look at her. Look at her fucking. I would.
Like
don't get me
Rosario
wrong.
Dawson
I'm a
as a
sexual
teacher.
deviant.
It's like she playing. It's like Rosario Dawson would play her in a movie.
No, I'm thinking Ali Wong. If you go
As soon
up
as she
a little
starts
bit,
talking, I'm like,
go up under where she has the glasses on.
It is very Ali Wong there.
both of them. Yeah. No.
Oof.
I like this one.
Oof.
No. When she starts talking,
dare me like that,
mommy.
AOC.
That for real though.
I'll call you AOC if you call me DAD.
Oh my god.
AOC you in bed. Wow. So, if that was the scenario, it's illegal not to vote.
Trump. I'm voting for Trump.
We know that.
You?
I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
For life.
Be a fine first.
Yeah.
For life. No, for life.
You go to jail for life if you don't vote.
Yeah.
Or you could just go vote.
Yeah. And suffer through 4 years of Trump.
Or Biden. Who knows? Maybe your vote will count.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
This time.
decide that it doesn't
That's
matter.
why we're
anyway.
making it so mandatory. So
Yeah.
everybody knows.
If I was
everything
gonna go to
counts.
jail, I'd just flip a fucking coin then because it's not doesn't really matter and like they're gonna have. who
Okay,
they want
let's
me.
say
Dude, I don't like that.
No, this
I
year.
would.
So this time we vote, it's gonna count. Like with your vote is gonna count no matter what. Who are you voting for? And it could be real fucking change where we stop using the electoral college. We start using every single citizen's vote.
So the
Who's saying we're gonna do that?
The real popular vote. Me.
Nobody. Yeah, we're not doing that, dog.
But who would it be?
There's so many hypothetical. I would flip a coin then. If I'm gonna
No,
go to jail,
not those two. You can pick anybody now.
I can pick anyone in the world. To
and whoever
become
gets picked the
president.
most, that would be the best thing, right? Whoever gets picked the most, you can pick anybody. Whoever gets picked the most wins.
Pick me.
And that's how Miley Cyrus became president.
And that's
no,
how
Taylor Swift.
That's how Dwayne
Yeah.
the Rock
It'd be
Johnson
Taylor
and Taylor
Swift.
Swift
With
became the
fucking-
two political party leaders.
Hey,
What would you do? Don't tell me you're gonna go. to
I'd
jail
fucking shoot her in the ear too, bro.
So
So
go Biden, aren't you?
I would go Biden. Hopefully that the age takes its toll.
dude, that's
and
a
I
good
think
call.
that's what actually the Democratic Party is doing. That's why they're sticking with him because they're like, dude, it's
Doesn't
cool.
matter.
Let him just get in, and then we're in.
That
and
they're
then
gonna
we can
article him
replace
out like oh
Or
yeah.
not even that. I mean, he's old. Stuff happens to old
And
people.
then we could put
Facts.
put this pillow right on top of him. He can't lift it.
That's wild. That's wild.
Then we get Kamala, who hasn't done any. Like it's
Exactly.
been like the most. Like she's been literally like you're always like the vice president ain't doing nothing.
no.
Yeah.
But literally the last 4 years, I'm like, is she okay? Is she around?
Yeah.
was-
And her speeches are
what's
not
she
very
doing?
better,
She was there for the black vote. I mean, if I'm being real,
which is
No,
crazy.
She was also there for the female vote. which
yeah,
is-
black
yeah.
and black.
But I
and
mean,
female.
she's not dumb. That's the
Black
thing.
and
She's not.
females.
She's not dumb.
Sounds dumb.
She's not dumb or a pathological liar. And I'm like, I will take either of those right
I'll
now.
take DeSantis right now. Let's go.
Oh God,
DeSantis, do you know what he
Dude.
did? Like
Why not?
bro.
with Florida?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, he kept it open during COVID.
Exactly. Somebody that's gonna stand for the people,
I
man.
mean, so did your dog here,
Who?
Ollie.
Oh, Greg.
Greg
Greg Abbott.
dude.
Hell
You
yeah,
gonna
he
let
did.
Greg
He
Abbott?
stood for who?
I was like,
I don't think anybody's broke the news to
kept
Everett.
Texas, kept Texas open.
Yeah,
He closed
Yeah.
it for like 2 weeks.
Not really.
Texas would never.
Well, I
really
was in
close.
We got
essential
drive-through
workers.
alcohol.
No, I was an essential
Hey,
worker.
drive through out. 2020 was the best year
It
of
was
our
a great
lives,
year.
dude. Let's fucking just
It was
be
cozy.
real.
It was so cozy.
Right?
Money.
Yeah, the money was
flowing.
crazy.
Yeah. It was the money and lack of spending. Like you weren't
Yeah.
going out every day to spend. You were still ordering in.
And all you extroverts had to lean on people like me to be like, how do we do this? I'm like, no, my life hasn't changed at all, bro.
I was in heaven.
My life hasn't changed
I
at all.
don't think you
Versus
like
life
realize it's not 2020 anymore. Actually,
I'm like, I was living that way before, living that way after. I'm like, this is what it looks like, guys. You just don't go places. It's
I ain't going
amazing.
nowhere.
But but that's not great on your psyche. Anybody's, right?
Depends on whether
All
you're
of
an
that
extrovert or
seclusion.
introvert.
I don't know because like I
I agree.
I think one of my therapists or career coaches was like telling me I was an introvert. And I'm like, huh, really? She's like, yeah, you're an introvert with extrovert tendencies, which like you blah,
It's
blah,
about
blah.
how you recharge. Like I have to spend tons of time alone
Same.
to recharge my battery. Like
Same.
tons.
Yeah, me too.
And people are like, how do you just live like this and not? I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm
Mhm.
good. I do not need this much social interaction for me to be.
Right. But I remember like, I don't want to go back to work. Like I'm good fucking doing my job here.
Yeah.
But then I remember going to the office and like, holy shit. Like it actually feels better like to kind of fucking see some fucking people, you know, to where I was like I would love a remote job just for the extra things that I can do, you know, having that remote job. But the human interaction, I think you get more done, you know, being face to face with people.
I like being at work opposed to working from home.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's
I
less
feel-
distractions for me. I like being in the office
Yeah.
Mhm.
just because of distractibility. Like if I'm home,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, I'm going to work on this. And I'm like, oh crap, I got to do laundry. And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm doing like
I'm gonna order hook.
all my house chores.
I can play with my dick real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I can play with it again.
Y'all don't do that in your office?
No, Dude, read page 355.
I've heard the podcast. I just assume.
It's a character. It's not really like that in real life. Gosh.
Everybody in the room gets real quiet.
Bro.
Not what
chill
says.
out. At least I'm careful. I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do.
Oh, is that
too.
in his desk?
Yeah.
In his
Which is
seatbelt
normally
drawer.
by my bed. Yeah. There's a lamp on it.
Oh.
It's a leg.
Oh, okay. I thought just magically at the podcast you got like a drawer full of rubbers.
No,
like,
don't look at the back
just
of that
in
drawer.
case this goes well.
Can I see one? Can I see one of those? Yeah, sure. Can I have it?
No.
Why not?
Hey, at least he's got
gonna
good
check
taste.
it.
It's like the super thin.
Yeah, I want to see what kind of condoms Beans uses.
They're super thin, and they're the
Skin.
ones that aren't. Are they the latex free?
And they can't smell.
Yeah, they're
They're
definitely
latex free.
Yeah. Those are the ones
Lifestyles.
that I found that there wasn't I
The
can't
latex aroma.
I can't deal with it at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
just-
one's
Good
good.
for you.
It
I'm
just
just-
feels like you're working at Dickies on your penis. It's like that like weird Dickies non-rubber glove on there.
Do you
like
have to
plastic.
keep using the word Dickies?
That's dope, dude. I didn't know
Bill
people,
Miller barbecue. It's like you're
still
working
use
at a Bill
condoms.
Miller's and you got to wear the
They
plastic
have
gloves.
to.
I did not know people still used condoms.
It's
Like,
getting bad out there, bro.
That's what happens when
is it?
Yeah, don't
you
go to
don't know
Houston and have
because
sex.
you know. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
you got to.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you use
Yep.
condoms, Everett?
Yes.
Whoa, he said no.
When I am not in a serious relationship, 100% 150%.
But even still in a serious relationship, you don't want to bust that nut unless she's fixed.
I don't remember the.
Or you get
Get
smart and go
fixed.
get yourself
Yeah.
fixed.
I don't remember the last time I used a condom. I swear to God.
Really?
When,
Wanna try?
when was the last time you made him wear a condom?
True. Yesterday. But no, dude, what is that like? Like, is there like a weird process of where you're just like how do you say I got to put on a condom?
No, you don't.
How does that happen? Walk me
So
through that. 'cause
normally, like
you're about to fuck, right? Yeah, she's all horny.
You're about to fuck. That's why it stays
You ask for
accessible.
consent.
Yeah. And
Never signed an NDA.
so
No, for real.
it's just
I
a
ain't trying to
reach
go
for
to
thing. That's it. It's like it's pretty
You
quick.
have them sign the NDA that
It's
you
the
keep in your
inconvenient
nightstand.
part, right? It's like when you go to their place and you're like, "Fuck, I got to put a condom in my wallet. I got to keep my wallet close by." Like,
Let's bring
I don't
it-
want to have it in my pocket.
Yeah, let's bring it back a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm still struggling to see the point where you're just like, let me pull this out. Like, where are you in this scenario? Are you on
The
top of
dick's
her?
already out.
Your dick's already
naked.
out. She's already grabbed it, right?
Yeah.
Usually at that
she's
point, yeah.
up- yeah.
Okay.
She's already, yeah.
And are
we're
you on
ready.
top of her when you grab the condom?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like,
Or behind
Where do you
her.
pull it out if your dick's already out? Is it in your pants?
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's on my bed, I'm reaching for the dresser, and I'm like in the dark, like okay,
Yeah.
it's right there.
Okay, you're
and
doing
I
it
just,
in the
Yeah,
dark.
just open it.
If
real
you're
quick.
at their place,
If
Yeah,
I'm
if
at
you're at
their
their
place,
place.
then I have to make sure that I have my pants nearby or my wallet is on like their dresser.
But what if it's not? Like,
Then-
it's very inconvenient.
You gotta,
It's
like, walk
inconvenient.
and go.
Does it take you out the mood? Does she
Sure.
see your bare ass while you walk to get the condom?
I don't care. I got a nice ass.
Okay. I'm just wondering because I haven't used a condom in over 10 years. So how does this even work?
Yeah, it is. If you think about it, like it's about like if you're eating food and you're really thinking about it, yeah, it seems like impossible.
Floss doesn't have to think about this stuff because you got that period blood in the spaghetti.
It's true.
Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
If that's the point that
I'm like,
Yeah.
I need that in my life. I need it.
it makes it like when she says, "Do you
And it's
really
so
need a
good.
condom?" You get like hypnotized. You're like, "I don't really need a condom."
Oh, no.
And then you stick it in.
No.
Does your
No.
dick smell like latex afterwards?
No, he just said he got them. Some
Yeah,
way.
I've
They don't smell.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
process. You got to work through those.
Yeah.
You got to find the one that's right for you.
That's
It's not a
gross,
magnet.
dude. That is just nasty.
Well, I'm
It used
proud
to
of
be.
you.
That's why I didn't used to use condoms. It's because I was like, oh, like that would get me out of the mood. I'd
Right.
be like, oh, dude,
Like putting
I'm
a
good.
glove on. Like, you know, when you
Yeah.
put on gloves and then you take them off and then just have that rubber smell on your fucking hand.
It's gotten better.
Yeah, it
They've
has.
gotten better in the past 10 years.
Oh, okay.
They're,
cool.
they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would hope
Technology has
At
advanced.
least, dude. At
Technology has
least. That's
advanced.
Bro,
being modest.
I
by
love
saying
Raul's
10
joke.
He's like, bro, we got different stuff other than lambskin
Yeah.
now. We just had to use the.
Have you heard Raul's joke on that? He's like, yeah, I was with this girl the other night. And I didn't have a condom, right? So I just in the restroom at the gas station, right? He's like, so I went and grabbed one real quick, and he goes, then I get there and we get in the mood and we're fucking gonna do our thing, and I go to open it and it's 2 pills.
Oh,
he's like, oh shit, technology has advanced. He's like, let's go. It's the best. My joke now, bro. I should have.
No, it's the French tickler with like the little.
Now,
do they still sell condoms in?
I don't know. I wouldn't buy one.
I mean, they do, but you got to buy them in the box.
No, but like not in the restaurant.
No, yeah, but
you
those
can't get them in the machines.
Those smell.
The ones
Those are
in the
the
restroom?
$1 condoms. Yeah, those little 25, 50 cent condoms.
I have not seen condoms in a gas station bathroom in years.
I haven't seen
now you can
condoms
buy
in
like
years.
no, you can buy. They're like behind the counter with like the medicine. And
Well,
shit,
tell me you're not a lot lizard without telling me you're not a lot lizard.
I don't know what a lot lizard is.
Oh, tell me you're not a lot lizard.
Our brother knows more.
He knows what a lot lizard is,
What's
right?
a lot lizard, Rich?
a hooker that hangs out at truck stops.
Oh yeah, I know what a lot lizard
That's all.
is.
They just like
catchy.
jump from trucker to
Very
trucker.
catchy.
Right?
Like it's like very catchy, and then you see the videos of them like in the mornings coming out of the trucks and like just going to the truck stop. Yeah.
They should just
Amazing.
they should own that name because it's really solid. They should all get jackets.
It's some solid marketing.
Yeah, like oh,
They should start a company.
yeah, we're the lot lizards, bitch.
Yeah.
And they'll post like
There's not a
which-
lot of good
which,
other options for
places they'll
sex
be at.
workers.
And they can have like a big girl brand, like Big Lots Lizards.
Oh,
That was that.
Damn bad.
No. He was gonna high five you.
Bad
on that, and I
joke.
shut it down.
thank you, thank you, thank
He
you
was
for
gonna be
saving
like,
me.
"Well done," and I was like, "Nope, no, it wasn't."
Big lots lizard.
Big Lots lizard.
Lots. They only hang out at the big
Boom. Punched up.
Punched up.
They only have the Big Lots and the Dollar Tree because they're always side by side with each other every time. Big Lots and Dollar Tree side by side.
Hell yeah. All right. You want to wrap this one up?
Yeah.
Let's bring it
What
up.
you got coming up?
On Wednesday, we've got the Grabby's roast at El Luchador, one of my favorite spots.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday's
Hell yeah.
it's Gabby's birthday, so birthday roast. Outside of that, I don't even know. I don't even know what's in there, dude. I literally bought those at Half Price Books.
Well, thank you.
What is it?
Oh, yeah?
Let me see.
Wow.
Oh, is it that old?
Hold
Let
on.
me see. Is
Hold
it
on.
my DJ? Is it my DJ card? Is that what it is? Is it from the? Is it from the days of my
Anxiety, dude.
Dude, that's how long it was. That was 14 years ago, man.
Wow.
Let me see.
I want to
Don't make
see.
friends.
It's the worst. It's my old. Pretty sure it's on my old card.
Nice.
Is that what
Right.
it is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's old as hell.
80s mobile DJ service.
Fuck
Yeah.
80s mobile DJ service. This is from the 80s?
No.
This book is from the 80s?
Nah, dude.
Hold
I
on,
used to
'cause there's some
I used to
old series in
DJ on
here.
vinyl back in the day.
Yeah,
when I
sexual
was in-
deviants haven't changed much
when I
since
was-
the 80s.
For real, though.
They've changed a lot.
No, when I was in college in Corpus, I used to go DJ 80s
Oh,
stuff
this
all
is
the
on
time.
everything.
Bro, yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Sociology of deviant. Oh, all deviants.
Uh-huh. So like criminal behaviors in there.
Oh, that's tight.
So I've got the roasted grabby, and outside of that, I don't know, dude. I got my kid most weekends. So if I get a free weekend, normally once a month, I do all my shows in 2 days and figure all that stuff out. Otherwise, anybody wants to book me for weekdays, hit me up on Insta.
How can they find
Everett
you
Lamb
for
comedy?
Yeah. How,
Everett Lamb comedy on Instagram is my big one.
Awesome. And then how can they find you for like counseling services or whatever?
I work for, I don't even know if
Or-
I should say that.
okay, cool.
Hit me up on Instagram and I'll give you a referral. I don't know that
There
I
you
work
go. There
after
you
all
go.
the bullshit I talked to be happy
Yeah, you don't
with me
wanna do
saying where
that.
I work.
Okay, cool.
What you
Oh, yeah,
doing?
that's going to fall. All right, let's call it.
And that's time, guys. Fine.
All right, bro.
That sounded like a
Appreciate you.
gunshot. Everybody hit the ground.
Well,
That
thank
sounded like a
you.
gun.
Everybody's ears okay?
That's Molly,
Everybody
that's
ears
Molly.
okay?
All right.
All right.
Everett Lamb, thank you so much,
Thank
bro.
you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I see you riding.
Just like talking about everything.